Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Space Chat podcast, 6th of March 2026. We've got a few topics lined up today. We've got Illinois and UChicago physicists develop a new method for measuring cosmic expansion, which is an interesting topic. As you probably know, the universe is supposed to be expanding at an exponential rate. So any new way of looking at that is interesting. What goes on inside a massive star before it explodes as a supernova? Another interesting concept. I believe what normally happens is that they run out of fuel and they collapse in on themselves. But we'll look at that later on. And introducing the Interplanetary Habitable Zone, a new way of looking at the Goldilocks zone around stars to see the prospects for it harboring life. I've got Oddie. I don't know who's going to come on this panel today. Anybody's welcome to join. I've got Oddie in the studio already. How you doing, Oddie?
G'day, Andy. How you going, brother?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Yeah. So I'll just brush through those topics pretty quickly, but hopefully we'll get something of a bit of interest out of that.
I did read through the articles. I'm going to gripe about one or two of them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get something of interest, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll wait until there's more people here talking about you with them with the topics. So
Yeah. I'll put the topics up in a second. There we go. That's what we got today. As rough kind of topics, but we usually find pretty interesting stuff to talk about anyway, don't we? We usually have a good old chat regardless. So hopefully Mal might join us as well.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Now he's got his headset working, or his mic rather.
Yeah, he's probably gone and found better places to argue in Welsh.
I watched a Welsh program earlier, actually, on YouTube. A BBC documentary about the bin men in Wales. It's doesn't sound very exciting, but it's quite interesting. Yeah, refuse collection, you know.
Yeah.
Quite an old program, so obviously things have changed a lot since then. So I thought it might be interesting. So I had a look at it. It was all right.
I did a lot more doom scrolling this week than I normally do. I was listening to that Parker channel.
Okay.
Parker Get a Job, I think it is, or something like that. He just does socialist debates against American MAGA, and he destroys them quite easily, quite often. It's quite entertaining, but it's definitely brain-numbing kind of stuff if you keep listening to it all day long. And
it is.
Yeah, I did a bit too much of that, I think. Normally I listen to a fair few science podcasts during the day. So that's why I'm always keen to jump up here and go, woohoo, I learned this week.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I do. The highlight in topics and stuff like that this week was actually from Trobes. And I don't know if you saw his videos that he put up, but he did one about it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. In fact, I won't. But it was a very good psychological topic, and I spent about a good hour or so pondering on that particular one video. And when you're at work in a mind-numbing job, that's
right.
You want
something interesting. Yeah, you want something interesting. As I say, I always think that's a good opportunity for learning.
Yeah.
There must be something of interest.
I tried to come up with a similar argument, but I got it sort of wrong. Well, not wrong. It's just not 100% analogous to his argument. But that's why I didn't want to repeat it now, because I had my alternative in the head.
Yeah, there were a couple of videos that Trov's put up that I haven't seen yet, so maybe it was one of those. But I watched most of them. I know, always give them a like and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm sitting in the excavator. They're actually quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's better than crappy standard radio playing the same songs over and over and over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Mm.
Wants to drink for breakfast? I swear it's not a beer.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a rock star. But they're sugary as shit, and I shouldn't be having it for breakfast either. It's probably just as bad as if I was having a beer, a Monster, not a Monster, energy drink.
Energy drink, yeah. So full of caffeine, probably.
Yeah. And very, very, very sugar rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't drink, though. I can't tolerate caffeine, so I can't have stuff like that.
Oh. You have tea, though.
Yeah, decaf, though. I only drink decaf. Yeah. I don't know why. I've drunk loads and loads of caffeine all my life and never had a problem with it, but it doesn't agree with me now. I don't know why.
Yeah, okay.
So I keep away with it. Even if I have a little bit, I can tell that I've had it. Yeah, just an age thing, probably. You know, get to a certain age and your body can't tolerate it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, those things are annoying, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not just caffeine.
Yeah, it's life, isn't it? You know, that's what happens, I suppose. It's quite common, I think, for people to get caffeine intolerant when they get older. I think it's fairly common, especially after the menopause in women as well. When when they have to go through the menopause, they often experience that. Yeah.
My mum's an avid tea drinker. She's done it all her life. I believe nothing has changed. She's 80 something now. It's still the same routine. Milk, no sugars.
No. Yeah. So I get like palpitations if I drink caffeine. Even a little bit, I can tell that I've had it.
Oh wow! So don't take any meth then.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Why does that do that as well?
Times 100.
Oh, sod that then. Yeah, I won't be doing that. I wasn't planning to anyway, but
no, I know. But yeah, that's basically what it is. It's an upper, a direct upper, though.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, you'll get heart palpitations from it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that then. Yeah.
You said that you've had heart problems before. Was that you? I forget.
Yeah, I've had full open heart surgery. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had my aortic heart valve replaced.
Yeah, cool.
So I've got an implanted heart valve, basically.
Is that another animal's heart valve, or is that how's that done? Yeah. Is that mechanical, or is that organic from another animal?
So you have three choices in this country. You have mechanical, pig, or cow, basically.
Yeah, cool. From an animal that would last you indefinitely, right? But you have to take medication so it doesn't get rejected.
No, I don't now. I don't have to do anything like that. Cool. But it's good. It's good for 30 or 40 years. I think I've got the cow one.
Yeah.
The pig one's only good for about 15 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
And it's already 7 years since I had the operation, so no, it's done pretty well.
So how long do mechanical ones last then?
Indefinitely, but you have to go for blood tests and stuff every 2 weeks for the rest of your life. I didn't want to do that.
Fuck off! Yeah. Full on.
And you can actually hear it. I spoke to a guy, and there was a guy in the hospital who had one, and he said it's annoying. He said you get used to it, but you can hear it. And I said no way. He said yeah. He said, and he opened his mouth. He said listen, and when he opened his mouth, it's like an echo chamber. You could actually hear it going click, click, click. And I thought I don't want that, you know.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. So,
I'm amazed it's in the list of choices.
well, yeah,
Okay. I
yeah,
suppose there's some people that just can't have pig and cow valves.
maybe, yeah, yeah,
I forget the name of the muscle, the heartbroken muscle, the tachyocarby or something, the
something like
eight-pronged muscle that surrounds the heart.
that. Okay,
Yeah, that seems to be what my children's mother's issue is currently.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, they're all worried about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not good. Things like that. I got worse and worse and worse, where I was out of breath after walking a very short distance, and in the end, it got so bad that even turning over in bed was an effort.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
eventually, I kept going to the doctor. Eventually, I found a doctor who was trained in cardiac, and he checked me and he said, "No, no," he said, "something's wrong." Said, "I'm sending you to the hospital for a check," and they kept me in. They wouldn't let me out. They gave me a week.
Yeah,
They gave me a week to
yeah,
live.
yeah, wow. That's
Yeah,
full on.
yeah,
Now, if I went in for a checkout, I went in with pains. It was gallbladder in the end, right? And it took
okay,
about 9 months to get a proper diagnosis. And for 7 of
yeah,
those 9 months, they were, every time I went in because of pain, straight into the heart testing area.
yeah,
Yeah, I did full bore. So here, that's, even if they don't know, they get you being tested for heart problems. But that's
yes,
one of
yeah,
our biggest causes of death, heart and
yeah,
lung disease here.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we seem to be right on top of that kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah,
It is going to shit though, and I don't know how badly because I haven't been using the system as much as I used to. But yeah,
yeah,
I used to use it a lot more and
yeah,
know the ins and outs.
yeah. Yep. So anyway, the heart valves. I don't know how they produce them. Whether they take a valve from a cow, which I don't think they do, and implant it, or whether they. I think what they do is they grow tissue in a lab from using stem cell technology. So they grow tissue that forms into a heart valve, and then when it's the right size, they implant it. I think is what they do.
That would be if it was human heart valve and they'd use human stem cell. But that's just a transplant, what you described earlier.
Yeah, well, it's an
The
common
cow
implant. Yeah. Hi, Mel.
or big one. Yeah.
Shortage of breath. Yeah.
Well, now, and shortage of breath is a symptom, not a cause.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
So,
got to the point where I couldn't walk any distance at all. I couldn't even, as I said, even turning over in bed was difficult eventually.
yeah, that's what really got my attention then. Hey, like
Yeah.
that's, I don't
That became an effort.
nice man. I don't picture you as being an obese American, so
No,
and
that's right.
they're about the only people I, can picture having difficulty rolling over without, underlying
Yeah.
issues, as you just explained. That
That
would
it's
be a
just
real bitch.
it's just that you don't realise how much effort is involved in it.
Mm.
There's actually quite a lot of effort involved in just turning over in bed, and if you've got a dicky heart, then that becomes difficult.
Hmm.
And I was very lucky. The doctor who I saw was his first day at the surgery, and I was his first patient.
Wow.
And he correctly diagnosed the issue straight away, which nobody had done. They told me I had asthma. They gave. I went to an appointment at the doctor's, and I just got home, and the phone rang, and it was the woman from the surgery, and she said to me, "Oh, we need you. Where are you?" She said, "We need you to come back." And I said, "Well, I'm at home now. Why?" She said, "Well, we've got a prescription for you." And I said, a prescription for what? And she said, for your asthma, for your asthma condition. You've been diagnosed with asthma, and you've got to have medication for it. And I said, I haven't got bloody asthma. Don't talk so stupid, and put the phone down, basically. And it was only this one doctor who detected the problem correctly. I say it was his
Yeah, I'm amazed.
first day on the job. I was his first patient, and he saved my life. I mean,
Woohoo!
I had literally days to go before it could fail completely. They gave me a week to live. What's he called? House. He was called Dr. Middleton, actually, and it was in Middleton surgery, which was also a coincidence. But yeah, that was a good thing. You know, sometimes they get it right. I got to go on Monday, actually, for a checkup. I have to have annual checks to make sure everything's working all right. Yeah.
That's all free for you guys, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're hinting that they're going to go American-wise here soon.
Well, let's just clarify that. Nothing in this world is free. We pay national insurance, and that's a percentage of your income. I can't remember what the percentage is exactly, but we pay national insurance, so it's not actually free. We pay into it, you know.
If they bought one less stealth bomber in America per year,
yeah,
that would cover their medical,
how
Medicaid
ridiculous
or whatever it is.
How ridiculous is that?
It's something like 0.1% of their military expenditure. If they bothered to just put that into healthcare for their own people, they'd have what we have.
I don't really know how America seem to spend so much on military.
Well, they have to remain the most powerful. If they don't have the bullying power.
Yeah. I see Trump's just asked Iran to surrender unconditionally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I did have a quick look before. Whoa.
Yeah,
sorry.
He's asked them to surrender unconditionally, which obviously they're not going to do.
No, I don't think they're going to back down. They've got,
no, they're not.
What is it? The Hezbollah on their side now. So they've got people supporting them, which I didn't expect. I thought Iran was a lot smaller a country till I had a look today, and it's quite big.
Yeah, it is quite big.
Yeah, a lot of the surrounding attacking countries.
And when you see the images on the news, it's houses, blocks of flats that they're hitting.
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to have a war with the country and it's the regime that they were attacking. So they've taken out the supreme leader on the first day. Really, that's their attacks over. They don't need to be hitting civilian targets all over the place, but they are. They're leveling.
Not quite, Andy, because they took out the supreme leader. Then they took out the people that would overthrow him. Or actually, I think they were taken out in a prior attack. 30,000 of the opposition were taken out. But then they took out the supreme leader at a time when there was no one to take over the regime in a good way, which means the next possible... and the next person that's most likely to replace him is his brother or something, and he's supposed to be even worse than the Ayatollah was.
Oh, great. Yeah. Sounds about right. So, they'll make matters worse. There's no doubt about that. They won't make it any better.
Well, in the end, it'll be the same regime with a worse dictator.
Yeah.
That's how it's leading at the moment. So hence what you just told me, Trump saying, we want you to fully surrender. No conditions
unconditionally.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
That is his only option currently. Well,
they're not going to do that, are they? This is going to go on for years.
Not unless they claim their country is America, the 50 other state, 51st.
I think Mao's coming up. Somebody is. I heard a beep. Have a look. I assume it's Mal. It might not be.
You saw me invite Ankino.
Yeah, I did. I saw that. Yeah.
I did see his reply later on saying he would never come up on a panel.
No. Hi, Mal. Yeah, I kind of understand that, and as I said to you before, there's a few people like that, Maxim and Anakin, and there's probably a few people like that who've got accents and they don't really speak the language very well, although they can type it. You know, and I suppose he fits in that category of people, which is fair enough. If he's not comfortable, then that's fine.
I haven't met a German yet that doesn't speak English.
Yeah. Well, he's living in Germany. He's actually from Kazakhstan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair
He's
enough.
Kazakhstan. He speaks Russian.
Cool.
And he's in Germany, so I suppose he speaks German as well now. But he's not from
I
there.
kept asking what's the word for rat in Russian and to Maxim because I wanted him to write it in that Russian language, like the weird characters. But Antino kept answering in like normal, like English letters, the correct word, like Kiri or Krishna, or I can't remember exactly what it was.
Okay.
But it started with a K, about 5 letters long. But so I had to tell Antino, yeah, man, thanks, buddy. But I'm actually looking for the Russian, weird spelling, the ones of the O's with lines through them and shit. I
don't know what it would translate to in Russian. I'll check for you, though.
Cool.
Let me have a look. Yeah. It's only a very short word, but we'll see. Rat. There we go.
I can hardly hear you, Mal. Very low volume, if that was you just said.
I haven't heard anything from Mal.
Turn the volume up. What's that?
There you go.
There you go, brother.
That's more like it. Yes.
The volume and the mic things are on the mic, not on the headset.
There you go, Oddie. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Oh, that helps. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, it's translated it. It's auto-translated. I didn't want it to do that.
So this KPBLCA word is wrong or right?
No, that's right. That's if you look below the last one I just posted. That's the correct Russian.
It's the same. Came out the same at this end on StreamYard anyway.
Yeah, because the damn chat's bloody translating it or some shit. I don't know what they're playing at. These bloody idiots. They get on my nerves.
That's cool, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's no backwards letters in it.
Yeah, exactly. No. It's not as Russian as I wanted it to be.
Quite disappointing, really.
A bit disappointing, yeah.
Considering how much our Russian friend uses the word rat,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting boring.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what he says now.
But they're all rats.
Something about rats, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Calls people rats. I don't know. And he hates maths, of course.
Hates what, Matt?
Hates maths.
Oh, maths. Yeah, but he is I don't know how qualified he is, but he is a mathematician, supposedly.
Well,
I tried to get him to run through Clyde's math. It didn't go very well.
No, well, I don't have a lot of faith in that, whether that's accurate or not. I've picked out problems with that before. With Clyde's equations and stuff, I mean.
Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I've picked out some issues with Clyde's formulas and things before. I don't know how accurate they are.
The fact that they bollocks, you mean?
Well, yeah, absolutely bollocks. Generally, Andy, I just don't know what mass to the cubed is.
Just make shit up.
Yeah,
he's apparently he's quite autistic, and that's like him venting.
Yes.
Yeah. Releasing tension and stuff. So I just let it go. I don't say anything anymore.
Yeah, I do pretty
done-
much. I let it go.
I've done
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, I've done the same.
The good thing about Clyde is he's harmless. He's not. He's very rarely
You won't
says
do you any
anything.
harm. No.
He doesn't say anything controversial. He doesn't attack people. So let him get on with it.
On,
You
and
know?
he just monologues, and then he goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did try to help him a couple of times.
Yes. Yeah.
No, it's maths or not maths.
Yeah.
You don't need to get the digit test anymore now. It can be done via a blood test. Just saying. I just saw your prior message from 7 minutes ago
All right.
about your
I know.
colon
My
cancer.
doctor just wants to stick his finger up my butt.
Yeah.
He fucking
Oh,
would.
the prostate check. I've had that done.
Yeah. Drop him. I'll check your prostate. I came in with a cough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cough again, mate.
I wonder why he was paying me.
I had that done when I went to the hospital. The doctor did it. Just stuck his finger up there and said, "Right, there you go." And I said, "What, is that it?" He said, "Yes." How the hell can you tell just from doing that?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Enlarged prostate.
I mean, they put these figures. I said the same thing. I said, "Well, is that it?" And he said, "What did you expect? My cock?"
Full on. You got an evil doctor. Yeah, rock on. I mean, I had it once done when I was like in my 20s, but no, since then it's blood tests. You know?
Yeah.
So, oh man, that sounded slightly like I was disappointed in that time. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes. My dog has decided to play up. He's been
Okay.
kipping.
You know.
So you had said you had something wrong with that already, Audie. What was that? What did that entail then? Gallbladders? Did you have to have an operation, or do you have to take medication, or what?
I had 9 months of complications with a gallbladder removal, and they left a gallstone behind. So I turned yellow like a Simpsons character after they took the gallbladder out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like literally the Simpsons color yellow. I turned that yellow.
I did as
and
well
I'm
after my heart operation. Yeah.
Yeah. They left a gallstone behind. I had 8 gallstones. So they remove your gallbladder and take the gallstones out, and they do it through keyhole surgery. So they suck it out through your belly button, or just below your belly button. Yeah. Okay. And then there's an entrance and there's 2 entrance holes, I think, for the tools to get to the location to. Then the vacuum. So there's 3 holes, but now I say that. I can't really see the. I don't know. Yeah, there's 3 holes. There are 2 holes for their tools to do the job, and then the 3rd hole to suck it out, which is just like a slit below the belly button, which I can't see anymore.
No. Yeah.
My bile duct collapsed, so I had to have a stent put in there. But they put in a too large stent, so I could feel the edges stabbing me as I'm moving about all day long. So that was in there for a couple of months before they figured out what that problem was. So I had to go in to have the stent taken out and a better one put in there. And then that was in there. I don't know whether they had to take that out again later or whether it just dissolves.
Okay.
I'm not certain. But yeah, I had 9 months of issues. Where I'd be at work, and then all of a sudden I'm in a lot of pain. I need to get home now. And that's hard to explain to bosses and quarry managers.
Yes, yeah.
My boss had just had his gallbladder removed, and the area manager of Boral had just had his gallbladder removed. They were gone for 3 days for one of them and a week for one of them, and back at work.
Okay.
So me having 9 months of complications, they believed me because they knew me.
Yeah.
But it was very contradictory to their experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So you could see their hesitation in, they didn't disbelieve me, don't get me wrong at all. And I never felt that they did. But yeah, they were a bit iffy. as well, and I don't know how else to explain that. And I understand because theirs both went so well.
Yeah.
And that's what I was told would happen. A few days off work and bam. But no.
That's what happened when I had my heart operation. I asked them about the recovery time, and they said most people are back at work within 3 weeks. I said, "Oh, right, okay." There's no way on earth that I would have ever been back at work after 3 weeks. Not even close.
Wow.
Yeah. Because my ribs, I've had all my ribs broken.
Full on. Oh, so they do the heart surgery.
They open your rib cage up, so yeah, and that for my ribs to stop hurting took 2 years before I could touch them, and it didn't hurt. Yeah. So they're talking about being back at work in 3 weeks. There's no way.
Yeah, that's intense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Recovery time's the bitch. So, man, I had a protrusion of fat basically just above my groin on the lower torso, about where your shorts waistline would sit, type thing. I mean, there was a lump there. It was just fat. It just popped through the fabric of your body that holds it in place, but it wouldn't not have gone back automatically. So I had to have surgery to have it put back in. Basically, they push it all back in however they do that, and then put a little bit of fibrous mesh over the top that your body...
Mesh over it, yeah.
Yeah, won't, think is not itself and will, join into its system. And, but it's 6 weeks recovery time where you're not supposed to move, where they didn't want me to even go on an excavator, where I'm sitting all day.
Yes.
I said, man, I can't really afford 6 weeks, and is light duties okay? And they said, after 2 weeks, if you feel fine, go back. And I went back after 2 weeks. I haven't had an issue, but mate, I'm pretty slack at work.
Yeah,
it's basically just a real life computer game.
That's right.
I'm just operating. Yeah, all I'm doing is operating controls.
Yeah.
I get out every couple of hours, have a walk around. But it's not strenuous. It's at my leisure. The most strenuous shit I have to do is when there's a breakdown or a problem, and that's undoing a bolt.
Yeah.
That's all I'd ever have to do, disconnect the broken bits to connect the not broken bits. Tax used to give me shit that my job was not skilled and not basic. He's right. It's basic as fuck. But there's so much safety in it because I'm dealing with big, heavy stuff.
But if that was the case, though, you wouldn't have to have a 360 license to do it. So I disagree. Yeah.
Well, exactly. I've got the tickets and the skills because of the safety requirements, basically.
Yeah.
These things are fucking heavy. So,
yeah. Well, it is really, Mal, isn't it? There is an element of skill. You have to know how to operate them.
A guy tried to get me, these porcelain type diggers. With a bucket on the front. Okay, I was working on a pipeline, and the guy I was working with tried to teach me how to drive one of these, and he said, "Just take it straight down the pipe, down the length of alongside the gas pipe, all the way to the road." And he said, "I'll pick you up with there." See. So I was going along nice and tidy. He showed me how the mid controls work, and there was another one coming the other way. And the guy coming the other way must have known that I was, a beginner, So he wouldn't turn to get out the way. So I tried to turn to get out the way, and I turned, and it went, and I couldn't stop the bloody thing now, could I? And I couldn't turn it back. And the bit with the bucket on it was going round and round with me in it. And I ended up running into the side of the mountain and getting stuck. Not as easy as you think. Them things. It's all coordination.
Yeah, of course.
And I didn't have it. So you have to be trained. It's not a zero skill job at all. So you can't put yourself down there because I've tried it.
Yeah, it's just a way.
It's not zero skill.
It's just a way of putting you down, isn't it? Nothing's good enough, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, this all went back to me giving him shit about his electrician license. And all that was really, he would never, ever tell us his real name. And his real name would have to be on his electrician license. So, therefore, I knew he had never shown anybody his electrician's license, and that's what he was claiming. So that was all my argument was about that. You know, like, yeah, it wasn't. They didn't get that.
Hi, Gads.
So, and that's why I stretched that on for ages. So especially Rash, he jumped in on the bandwagon on Texas side with that. And that was insane because I knew that Rash hadn't been told Tex's real name by Tex, so therefore he hadn't seen his real electrician's license. Not in any way that would validate that it was Texas anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't show you guys that I did biotechnology at university, because I'm not going to show you my fucking real life credentials.
That's right.
You know?
Nothing to do with anybody else anyway.
No.
That's right.
Okay, now.
You shouldn't need to provide evidence, really. I mean,
a published mathematician and Rash said, no, you're not. Show me it. I went, no.
Yeah.
Don't have to, brother. Exactly. Mate, and plus my knowledge is, you know, I did it 30 years old, so there's smarter kids these days out there than me on the subject, so, you know.
Yeah.
But at least I learned critical thinking, and that's about what counts these days, I think.
What's that?
Yeah.
Critical thinking that comes from tertiary education, or seems to anyway. That seems to be one of the bigger attributes. Yeah.
It's supposed to, but it depends on what courses you do, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in the sciences and those kind of things, you have to have it. You know, you've got no choice. It's part of the thing. You won't be able to do anything otherwise. You can't do science and can't actually think. But there are other ones. There are what we call the softer skill ones, you know, that make so much emphasis put on learning critical skills, even if they should do, you know.
Yeah. I just think it's people just want to put you down all the time. Nothing you do would be good enough. Let's face it.
No. For somebody like that, anyway, no, because he's racist.
It's like the music and, or I don't know if it's art style, but the music or the language style learning tends to. I didn't do that as much at school, but I wish I had, because it sort of seems to help with the multitasking way of learning thinking, which isn't opposite from critical thinking. It's just an extra skill of the thinking toolkit. Yeah. But it's definitely one that I lack. I definitely see. I was going to say it comes from the other side, and that's why I'm sort of putting these small pauses in what I'm saying, because I didn't quite get it right in my head before saying that out loud. But yeah, there's definitely lots of different mentality states, and they all have their pros and cons. But there's definitely a shortage of critical thinking, it seems, in the global real world these days.
Talking of weed cards, Gads, I saw that Acid was saying that he reckons he's got a UK one now. He's been prescribed weed, and the government provides it, basically. How true that is, I don't know. But
the fuck is a weed card? Is that just like cheap buds?
So that you can go to the dispensary and get weed.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have a permit or like a card. I think
it's supposed to be really easy to get. Like, you don't even have to see a real doctor. You can do an internet doctor. And then they'll say, "Yeah, here's your prescription," and send it all in for you. You just pay their fee to do that. All these marijuana dispensaries. It's part of the system now.
Yeah.
And I should do it. I smoke it. I do it. I want to stop again though. But there's a thing called a dry herb vape, and what it does is it heats up the buds rather than burns the buds, like with a flame.
Yeah, my friend's got one of those. They're very good. They're very expensive though to get a good one. Yeah.
Fuck the expense. This is your lungs. what happens is that evaporates the THC, which has an evaporation temperature of 79 degrees Celsius, I think, off memory, which is far lower than all the crap, like the green herbage of the cannabis. So you get just what you want, and it leaves nearly all of the crap behind. And you get like twice the amount of high from the same volume.
That's right.
Ohms amount.
Yeah, they're very good.
So you get your money back. So that's why I also said stuff the expense. And they're healthier by a mile for you, and that's why I should be doing it. But I can't get one because I don't have that card.
You can get them online. He got one.
I can't get anything to do with vapes in Australia.
No,
unless I have that particular card. They will supply them for marijuana, but that's it. And it's it's all legal now, and I don't have the legal connection. I only have the meet your friend down the street connections, and they can't get them. Yeah, they made an example here as well, and they're really cracking down on. I don't know if you've heard. I've mentioned it on a couple of the other streams. Sorry, I'm derailing. You were trying to say something.
That's all right. Gadget's coming up. Yep.
The Victoria or the tobacco wars that are happening.
Yes.
That's why our cigarettes are so expensive. That's why I hear of lots of gang warfare in Victoria at the moment. Well, that's also the vape industry.
Come there. Sounds like you need freedom.
Yeah.
Hi, Gad. How you doing?
Mate, I don't really care about this topic for the freedom topic, only because smoking does kill you.
Yeah, but if, if you
they are saving us.
Smoke cigarettes, I mean, that should be your choice, not them making it.
No, you want to know why it shouldn't be your choice? Because it costs 3 times the amount that you spend on those cigarettes to heal you in our medical system that's overrun and has ambulance ramping at the moment, which means our ambulances are queuing up at the hospitals. And when an ambulance has someone in the back of it, our ambulance drivers are not allowed to leave that person at the hospital and go off to get the next person. They have to stay with that person until he's been accepted into the hospital. So
then you need a medical
really
reform.
fucking.
You need to
they're definitely bitching about it over the last few years a lot.
Personal choice is one thing, unless you live in an area where peer pressure is strong.
Well, this thing, it does affect the rest of society. It's not just them having that choice to want to smoke.
No,
there is a greater harm.
As I say,
COPD, it does actually. It's beneficial for you, like weight loss and stuff like that. Nicotine does have its perks, but it's just
there's no perks to smoking tobacco.
Oh yeah, there is.
No.
Weight loss isn't a good enough perk.
The only benefit of smoking tobacco is to the people who sell you the tobacco. The rest of it.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, but no, there are no.
Here's one example of weight loss works, but it's unhealthy.
I smoke
weight
because
loss.
it calms my nerves. How do the people who don't smoke calm their nerves? It's all bullshit.
Absolutely agree with you
I
too.
used nicotine for 25 years. I mean,
I smoked under 40 for 30 years.
Yeah.
Can't tell me it calms your nerves. Otherwise,
I just ate more and actually got pretty pudgy. So,
if smoking 140 for 30 years calms your nerves, I'd be fucking Buddha.
Oh.
Yeah, that's full on, isn't it, when you think of it like that?
I can't stand tobacco companies. They're the most amoral people on the planet. They may as well sell babies for food.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
I found nicotine harder to quit than heroin. I'll tell you that.
Oh, really?
A lot harder. Yeah. I wasn't stealing shit off my family members' level of heroin user though, at all. I was very much recreational, but definitely had the inclination to keep going.
Yeah.
But when I said, let's stop, it was a lot easier to quit. The reason being is the moment that you decide that you want to quit heroin, it lets you know with pain.
Yeah.
Whereas cigarettes just let you know with,
craving.
You just, you want that. Nagging more than anything.
I used to say to people who are finding it hard to give up smoking, if you really, really, really have to have a cigarette, have it. And then while you're smoking that cigarette, you've lit it, you're smoking it. As soon as you don't really, really, really have to have it, put it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's for
you've got to change the mental state. I had to build up the change of mental state for months before I actually did the quitting part of the quitting.
Yeah, different.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's exactly what I would do as well. What Mao said, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You don't just finish a cigarette because you've got the rest of the cigarette.
What happens is you don't really want one as often.
No.
And then when you do have it, you don't really, really want it for as many puffs as you did before. And it goes off like that. And eventually you just, fuck it. You know, I'm smoking 3 a day. What am I doing?
Exactly. Yeah, I got onto the plastic nicotine inhalers from the chemist. And in
I'm
the
not
end,
addicted
what the fuck am I doing putting plastic in my mouth? And then
I'm not addicted to nicotine, so that wouldn't do any good for me. Patches or anything like that wouldn't do anything for me. I'm not addicted to nicotine. I'm addicted to the habit of smoking, which is different. There's two types of people.
Yeah, you have to change your habit.
If you took away the nicotine craving, you would be able to adjust your conditioning of the habit easier, though.
Yeah, maybe. I gave up nicotine for about 2.5, 3 years. Yeah. I had zero nicotine.
Non-nicotine cigarettes.
Yeah, no, zero nicotine vapes. I went on vapes for about 3 years. Gave up smoking completely. Yeah.
Vapes are really bad.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped. I went back to cigarettes. Yeah.
Cigarettes are worse.
When they first came out, and I said, I have no problem with vapes, with people giving up smoking if that's the way they work. I didn't know how they worked, but it just seemed like surely it can't be nothing going into your body.
No.
Because the only thing that you're doing is changing a habit.
That's right. Yeah.
If the people are addicted to cigarettes, then a vape is useless because it's just changing a habit if there's nothing in it. Yeah. And I did say at the time, like, I would have no problem with that because they're adults, they can do what they like, as long as they don't start selling them to kids. And what did they start selling them to do? Very quickly, selling them to kids because they don't care who they sell them.
Yeah, they don't.
Flavored vapes, brother. That's full on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a strawberry flavoring that has the worst chemicals in it than the actual vape. Well, there is nothing to the vape chemical if there's no nicotine in there. It's just flavoring and scent.
Okay.
I believe it's the same stuff that they use for treating asthmatics, the inhalers. It's the same chemical that they use in those inhalers that they use in vapes, I believe.
Okay, I would know.
You'd get palpitations then if you smoked them, Andy?
If the vapes? No, I don't know.
Cigarettes and the smoking, I was right then.
If you pump an asthma inhaler into you multiple times, you start getting palpitations.
Yeah, maybe it would.
If you vape the stuff, it wouldn't feel like a normal vape. You'd notice.
So my friend Oddie, he got one of those. He had several of them, about 3 of them, and some of them only lasted a couple of weeks. But the one he got eventually was a German one. It was about 200 £200, and quite expensive. But he's had that for ages, and it's been fine. So you've got to be really careful about which one you get. But they're very efficient.
I did hear somewhere. I can't remember now that. There's only about 2 places or somewhere that make all these vapes. They're over in China somewhere.
Really? Oh, really?
And they make them all, and they test them by testing them, if you know what I mean.
If you found a 40-watt light bulb upside down, like with a little side lamp, put it upside down, and then get a bit of alfoil and make a little indent, like a little crater indent on the alfoil, and put a bud on that, and put it on top of that light bulb of 40 watts. It's a low heat source, and it will vape the cannabis. So if you also then have something like a gravity bong, which is a Coke bottle with the bottom cut off to use as a funnel, and you put that over the top, that'll collect the THC, which is invisible, and it takes longer than just smoking it. So you need to sort of put the lid on it and leave it there for 2 minutes or something like that, and that will collect the THC and then draw that in. And that is one of the best ways that you can smoke cannabis. It's basically vaping it. That's the process. Low heat, evaporate THC and draw in. But
that's what they do. They're
crudest method of doing it.
They're set for a certain temperature, so that it's not burning. There's no flame involved in it. It's just heating up to a certain temperature.
Like a bake. Yeah.
The one he's got, you have to leave it on. Like you put it on, you switch it on, and then it takes so long to heat up, and then you can use it.
These days, it's only about 10 seconds to heat up.
Yeah.
They're not that. Yeah. They don't take long to heat up.
It sounds very complicated and very expensive. Just fucking give them up.
Yeah.
Chuck them in the bin.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all the tobacco companies go broke. Because I can guarantee you, if the tobacco companies can't sell tobacco because there's too many vapes being sold, they'll get in on the act. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck.
I'm not talking about your normal vape stuff. I'm talking only about homegrown cannabis from the backyard.
They're killing their best customers. Simple as that. Yeah. People like me.
Yeah.
Smoke 140 a day. They love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want me to, they try. What kind of a business model is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the nicotine, which they don't have in vapes, that used to rejuvenate their clientele. Now their clientele just dies.
They got a renewable resource, haven't they? People have babies.
Yeah.
Be right back, fellas.
Okay. Yeah.
I got absolutely no time for them at all whatsoever, or anybody who works for them. Some poor buggers working for them. How many people working for a tobacco company, knowing what it does, actually want to be there?
So they've got a new one out now. Now they've got this thing. It looks like a vape, and it's got you buy packets of these things which are like half cigarettes, almost, and you push them into the vape and press the button and you vape it. It's like a vape, but it's actually tobacco. So they're made by William Morris, I think it is, the ones I looked at. So that's how the tobacco companies are getting around it. They're basically combining it with a vape. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they don't care. They're immoral monsters.
Yeah.
Absolutely cannot stand them at all. They're one of my pet hates. They're one of the things I can get quite emotive about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not many things can.
I
don't wish freaking religious people or whatever. Yeah, whatever. But that kind of thing, no, I don't like it because they don't care. The kids smoke it.
No.
I don't give a shit how many writings on the packet they go smoking kills or all. The end of the day,
takes any notice of that.
They don't give a fuck. That's lip service, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You there back, Gads, or not? I think Gads went. I don't know if he's still on panel, I suppose he is.
I'm back.
Right, Gads?
Oddie's back. Gads was here, but he said he'd be right back. But he's still on panel, but it's gone quiet. It's probably doing something. He was applying for his medical card or something.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah.
I jumped on Blade Runner yesterday when Smith was there.
Could be wrong about smoking.
And all Smith was doing was just sledging the crap out of Gads about old shit again from 3 years ago. They're like, fucking hell, Smith. I didn't know you were quite such a crap piece of shit. And
I didn't see that.
He's got offended with me, so I got offended with him, and I blocked him.
Yeah.
I've always
had okay conversations with him until then. It wasn't always stable, but I had okay conversations with him.
People turn in it, odd.
Pardon? Sorry, Matt.
You know, quick people turn.
Yeah.
I plenty of Smith was pleasant and all the rest of it. Next thing you know, blocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Wasn't
He's very
even sure why. I
redneck.
think it was because I was talking to jelly haters again, you know.
Yeah.
Jelly haters.
I'm not supposed
He's
to.
right. I didn't realize he was that right wing, right? I didn't know he was Scottish, to tell you the truth. I thought he was English till recently, but yeah. It tends to be the Scottish tend to. I'm not going to say shit. I don't know crap. The ones that come here are a bit right.
Go on, say it. You know you want to.
They're fucking assholes. Mate, there's probably some that come from there that haven't announced that they've come from there and they've been good. And I had a neighbour that come from Scotland.
Me.
And grew up with them for years. They were great.
Me?
Oh yeah, cool.
I'm
really?
from up
I thought you were Welsh. Yeah, cool, brother. Awesome then. There are some good ones then.
Mal hides his kilt nowadays. Hey Mal, why do the Scottish wear kilts?
Why do the Scottish wear kilts? I'm scared to go on then. Why do Scottish wear kilts?
Because sheep can hear zippers.
That's a good one, actually. Yeah.
I'm just picturing pirouetting Scotsmen in the centre of town.
Oh, my sister is sending me a photo of my grandfather who was in 2 world wars, war hero.
Okay.
War hero twice, and I'd never seen a photo of him. And he had his knee blown out and stuff. And guy's a fucking animal. He's about 6
that one. It went to World War II with a broadsword and a bow, was it?
Oh, he probably would.
There was a World War II guy who was just an animal.
He's all dressed up in his kilt and the hat and all that kind of caper, getting his medal thing. And she's going to send me a photo of him. The guy's an absolute beast. He's a lovely, great guy. You know, he used to sit us on his knee and talk about how he'd got his knee blown out, right? And he said he got his knee blown out by a cannonball and he couldn't straighten his leg because the cannonball was still there. Of course, when you're an ankle biter, isn't it? Whoa, you know?
Yeah, you believe everything. Gullibility.
He's telling us about a drummer boy. The drummer boy was like 14 or something, and he's trotting along playing his drums and got his head blown off by a cannonball. And he kept running along
the Napoleonic
playing
War.
The drums until he came to a ditch and fell in a ditch. Thanks, Grandad. I'm 6.
They say that about chickens as well, don't they? You cut the head off, they still carry on running around the yard for a while.
Well,
same sort of thing.
You can see videos from morgues. Humans, like after humans die, our nervous system still goes. So, like bodies will start moving in the morgues. They'll sit up, their legs will start twitching and stuff like that.
Yeah. The dead eyes open.
Wow.
Zombies.
Pretty weird. I'm glad I don't work in a morgue.
Yeah, I saw some videos. People freak out because they're there doing paperwork and stuff like that, and all of a sudden a body will like sit up or like the legs will start flailing and stuff.
I bet they do. We get used to it, I suppose, no?
Probably. Yeah.
Sensitized, just like a war person.
Yeah.
Desensitized. Hell of a job for a necrophiliac, wasn't it?
Well, they started turning around and chatting to them and stuff and recording it and then putting them up as short videos on YouTube. That'd be pretty funny, you know.
Well, there was one, wasn't there, Mal? It was that famous case, I can't remember his name now, who was a necrophiliac and he was raping or having sex with all the bodies in the morgue.
I didn't make those kind of videos, Andy.
I can't remember his name now. I got you, Andy. I can't remember his name.
No, I can't remember his name either. Yeah. Awful person.
Tex.
Too cold.
Tex was his name.
I mean, you wouldn't mind, but some of them were underage.
Yeah, of course they were. Yeah, what an awful thing to do. What to even think about it? I mean, it's insane.
Quick, give her one before she gets cold. I mean, you know.
Oh, they're already cold.
They're already cold, probably. Yeah.
Oh, awful.
Terrible.
rigor mortis sets in after like an hour or so. It was
it doesn't take long, does it?
Fuck that,
Worse
man.
it goes. Yeah.
What Saturday morning thoughts?
Damn Brits, Jen.
Just not for me, thanks. I'm good.
Right, and they're renowned as being prudes. Gats.
I mean, to be fair,
these ones are prudes.
I mean, to be fair, I have been with some women that fitted the category.
Their heart was that cold.
David Fuller, was that his name, Mal?
Fuller. Right. Fuller, you got him. Yeah,
I'm not sure. Maybe it was.
That sounds good. Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know.
Fuller sounds good. It sounds familiar. Perhaps that was for something else, though. Yeah.
I got Google. David Fuller is an English convicted murderer and necrophilia. In 2021, he was convicted of the murder of Wendy Neal, 25, and Carlin Pierce, 20. He strangled and sexually assaulted after breaking into their homes.
Did you know that Jimmy Savile was also a necrophiliac?
He just did not give a shit. Okay.
He allegedly engaged in acts of necrophilia in the mortuary of Leeds General Infirmary, according to Google.
When
that
you look
Fuller
back,
guy did slip it in before the hour, though, after death, by the sounds of it.
Well, yeah, you know.
He just didn't have a roofie, so he had to strangle him, by the sounds of it.
Some people are just messed up in the head.
Yeah, some people say it's great to have sex with underage people. I mean, just whatever. You know?
Oh God, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Sex with a 3-year-old because they like to hear the pelvis crack.
Oh my God!
Now you're good.
I thought that might do it.
That's nasty. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, Savile was on TV getting interviewed and going, you know, I like this and that.
He was also going to Buckingham Palace for tea. He's the only person in the country who could just turn up there when he felt like it, and they'd invite him in for tea.
Well, I just heard this. There's a truck stop here in America that has a big prostitution problem. Lot lizards, as we call them. And there's reported there was a 14-year-old that was prostituting herself out in these truck stops.
Oh, God.
Should have made some money.
Terrible.
Should have made a lot of money, I bet. I was sad that was. So.
What a life she's going to have, starting off like that.
Yeah. Terrible.
You know how it's going to end up.
I mean, that was a common trope for hundreds of years, thousands of years. I mean, fathers would literally sell their daughters off to make money just so they could pay things for things.
Well, the Romans, when they were broke, used to sell their son into, you know, like a brothel place, you know.
Or it's just a
son in there, you know. The son would be about 5 years old.
Oh my God!
Give him a brush and let him tidy up and serve food until he was about 9, and then that's all she wrote. Yeah.
I mean, that happened in England up until the 1800s. People would have kids and sell their kids.
All over the place. It still does, but you know. Yeah, I remember the Roman one because it was awful. Because as they get older and older, they get less and less clients, and eventually they're just in this little stone room, just dying with no medical assistance or anything because nobody cares. Because they're just slaves basically. They've been sold into slavery,
syphilis and all that stuff.
Yeah, they just rot. Yeah, hell of a life.
Well, you wouldn't know anything else anyway. You would have been just kept as a slave, ignorant of the world.
Sorry?
You would have been a slave, kept ignorant of everything. Like you wouldn't have known anything else.
Oh, he was a kid. He sold into slavery as a kid. He wouldn't know anything. No, just in a room. Yeah. And he lived in that room for his life.
That'd become normal, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And when the first time they come in there, and after they leave and all the rest of it, the doctor has to come in and sew him up because he's only he's only 8.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
It was written in
He would have died of an infection, right? Like if
it was
that
a
was the case.
journal thing, that somebody had written about it. Yeah, some Roman had written about this stuff. Yeah, awful.
You used to read about Caligula. Caligula would go around, and if he saw a girl that he liked, he'd just be like, I want her. And he kept a whole harem of virgins that he would brutalize.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, Caligula wasn't particularly well.
No.
He wasn't a full Monty, was he?
Well, that goes for a lot of Roman emperors of any culture. Basically, you get to the so high up, and then you have access to everything, and eventually all those things become benign to you. Like
there was a conversation in chat about that, and just like power corrupts.
Yep.
I know people go, "Oh, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't." I'll tell you.
I saw that conversation. Yeah.
I said I would have great difficulty in not being corrupted by my position if I was as powerful as some of these people are, and I think I'm being pretty honest about that. And I'm a strong-willed person. I can say no, I'm not doing this. Blah blah. But I think it'd be very difficult to resist it if you were in a position of supreme power, not to just go fuck it, let's go.
Well, I think what a lot of people forget is that when you get into the rich, into seriously rich, what happens if your circle of friends decreases? You can only have like-minded people in your circle. You're not gonna socialize with with Joe Bloggs, who's a farmer or whatever. They have a closed circle of friends, and whatever they do becomes the norm. So it's very easy to get drawn into all kinds of things.
Of course,
unless you're like Churchill. Churchill was pretty good. Churchill kept his opponents close. Actually, like he had people from the opposing side as some of his.
Yeah, he was a bit special, Churchill.
Yeah.
He fucked up a few times.
Oh yeah, he had indulgences. Like he
and he blew it sometimes. Like he was like the big superhero of the war and stuff. But he made a couple of proper bullshit fuck ups. But that was
I mean, you gotta fail to learn. So I mean, nobody's perfect.
I agree. Yeah, totally agree.
He came up recently, didn't he? Because Trump said that Keir Starmer isn't exactly Winston Churchill or something.
Well, he's not FDR, is he?
No, not at all.
Well, he's not even close to FDR.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so what the fuck's he talking about? Fucking idiot.
FDR was a socialist Democrat. Trump's like the polar opposite.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no time for stuff like that. It's bullshit.
Which now it's crazy. Has your petrol prices gone through the roof?
No,
they've gone up 6 times their normal price. They're saying, or they're going to.
Yeah, I just looked at crude oil prices. It went from about $65 a barrel to $91 a barrel.
Somebody was doing analysis on this, and I think it's every $10 that the barrel goes up, it puts 5p or 5 cents on the pump.
Yeah,
I just filled up
a liter. I'm not sure, mine.
It went from like $2.60 a gallon to $2.89 a gallon.
Yeah, that's nothing. It hasn't hit yet. And now the Arab states are saying that they're going to stop oil production.
Well, it's because Iran's been hitting their oil production, and then they closed on the Straits of Hormuz.
Yeah, that's right.
They've been getting targeted, haven't they? So drones and stuff.
They're talking about shutting down oil production altogether, so it's going to go up a lot more yet.
Yeah, we're going to see a repeat of the early 2000s.
Yeah, you're an American, Gods, right? You're not a freaking idiot or anything like that. So, can you give me a justification for all this?
No,
I can't see it. I'm sure it was you that told me that it has to be an act of Congress before you can go to war.
Well, it's supposed to be, yeah. Like, no president can go to war without approval.
I think we should have said it. That's why I brought it up.
That's why it's illegal now. That's one of the reasons. Anyway, it's also against international law, I think, but it's definitely illegal what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the difference between this and Greenland is he didn't actually go for Greenland. What was the plan there? No fucking idea. Nobody had a plan.
No, who knows?
A maniac with power.
It's very strange.
He's power mad, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Very strange.
He's
How does this
calling
help
for
America?
he's calling for the unconditional surrender of Iran. Like they're going to do that, and then he can come back and say, "Look, everybody, look what I've done. I've cured the problem in a few days or whatever."
Was
Iran's
that
not going
another
to
one
do
of
that.
those? I've solved and stopped
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
uncountable wars. Is that the one?
100 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd
Number
like to
goes
know
up
where.
every day.
Where? In the
I mean,
pub?
Well,
he's heard more problems like Maduro and Venezuela.
He's
couldn't
caused a
stop
few
fight
wars.
for a game of darts in the pub.
Watch, Cuba's going to be next. He'll start with Cuba next.
Is that?
Yeah, Cuba next,
Yeah.
and Greenland.
No, he
I
won't
was
touch
out with a
Greenland.
Cuban friend last night. We were
Yeah.
talking about that.
Greenland's
Yeah.
off
Definitely a
limits because
concern.
that's NATO. He don't want to fuck with NATO.
No,
No. No, you wouldn't. You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
he's
Well,
he's
if
like
we
a very
lose-
bad. He's like a bad car driver. He hasn't had many accidents, but he's seen lots of them.
He's never even driven a car in his life, probably.
Nah. Yeah, probably
I
not.
mean, it's like a child with power. It's basically like watching a mentally, like a person's mentally
It is,
well
isn't it?
with
It
power.
is.
It's very strange. Very.
It really is,
If he never
Gads.
got into power in the UK, it wouldn't have happened over here because he's a criminal.
Yes, that's right.
He just definitely. People say, "Oh, he'd have done this." No, because you people have voted in this guy and that guy. No, it wouldn't have happened over here. It would just not. Have, it wouldn't have been in the
You guys
running.
had lots of criminal
been out.
kings.
I find it very
Outlaw
strange.
kings.
I've never seen anything like this in my life,
No, neither have I.
and not even close.
No.
I didn't know the Americans could be duped.
And they're sort of 50% all for it. They're all supporting
No.
him. They love him.
No, his
No,
support
I
rate
don't
is
use that
like
much.
27%. Like,
Yeah,
he-
it's less
yeah.
than 30. Yeah,
Yeah, I hope so.
but
Yeah,
they are.
I'm-
The other
I'm
one,
only
they shout
amazed.
loudest.
I'm amazed that anybody does, but there you go.
They shout
Oh,
loudest.
well, they're ignorant to a lot of the things he does. They don't care or want to believe what's told about him. They believe the Fox News narratives.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think did a video on that, didn't he?
And the news coverage in America, somebody was saying the other day on the chat that they can't find, and it's not being reported in the news. A lot of things that
our
he's
media.
doing is-
A lot of right wingers that favor Trump are actually the controls of the media.
Yeah, of course.
Sinclair Group, they own over 200 local news networks.
Right.
So
So
it's not
every-
even making the news, is it? A lot of this stuff that he's doing.
Well, it some of it does, but they spin it into a way like America, the greatest, patriotism and all that crap.
Make America hate again.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I mean, it's just
I've
like in
never seen
Australia,
anything
how
like
one person pretty much owns all the media. They own all the newspapers, the magazines, the
Yeah.
news stations,
Whoa.
This
radio
is not
stations.
what this is not what Western democracy does. In my whole life, have I ever seen this?
Never
Well, not in
seen
your
it.
lifetime, but in previous colonial times of England and stuff like that.
Probably never happened.
Would you
like
call
this.
it Western democracy? And then I don't know.
I mean, England went around invading anybody who looked at them funny for the longest time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a fair point. But that
We
wasn't like Western democracy type of thing, is it?
I mean,
No.
and then you had France do the same thing with Napoleon. Napoleon was all over the place invading
Yeah,
people.
of course, yeah.
this is capitalism, though, isn't it? Out of control capitalism is what's happening in America.
Well, that and just
Is it a business
narcissism.
then?
Like all the people
Narcissism, yeah.
in power are like these narcissistic children that were
Yeah,
raised with wealth and everything handed to them.
But
yeah,
they were also, from what I've seen, I'm pretty ignorant of all this political stuff. But from what I've seen, they've been given jobs because they'll support Trump, whatever. Not because they're good at what they do. But they're
Oh,
at the
yeah,
job.
they're loyalist bootlickers.
that's right.
You know,
That is
rather
correct.
than being good at what their job, you know.
Yeah, well, I doubt if any of them are good at the job. Yeah,
Well, this
Well, he
is the
just
thing.
replaced the head of ICE. The Christy Nome just got fired, demoted.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause we have, I mean,
God killer.
our politicians don't get elected as criminals and stuff. They may do criminal stuff afterwards, and they may do things that are a bit dodgy, you know. But if they do things that are a bit dodgy, they're gone. They
Yeah.
get kicked out very quickly, you know. Like
Yeah.
there was one woman there. She was in charge of, I can't remember what it was, but she like one of the top half dozen people in the government, and she wasn't paying her council tax or something for some weird reason. She'd forgotten to do it or something. Gone.
Yeah.
No? You don't have that over there.
Cancelled that.
Well,
Right.
no, because somebody
Well,
with
get promoted.
somebody with 34 criminal convictions, felony convictions for false accounting can become the president.
Have they convicted anyone for Epstein stuff in America yet, or not?
Sorry?
What was that, Odd?
Well, no one's been convicted of anything out of the Epstein
No.
files in America
No.
yet. Is that still true?
Not
Been
one
charged,
single
haven't they?
person, as far as I know.
Oh,
Gary,
wow.
Don't know when he's been charged yet. I mean,
Well,
which
he-
might be fair enough.
What do you
know?
think, Gads? Do you know of anybody who's been charged in respect of the Epstein incident?
Nope, just the guy in England, Prince Andrew.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Andrew.
Prince. And
We
there's a
haven't
few other
actually
guys
got-
in England, and I think
Oh, he
there's
hasn't-
one or two in
he hasn't-
Australia, but there's not many here. But
And
yeah.
Andrew hasn't been charged with the Epstein stuff. He's been charged with selling or giving
With
away
spying, basically.
information. Basically,
Yeah.
Treason.
I just
Treason.
don't think he's the sharpest knife in the drawer myself. No,
Treason
Well, most
is
of those
absolutely
people
what it
aren't.
is.
no, true, God, yeah.
I mean, they're ignorant of a lot of things because they never had to experience real life. They've had a
Oh,
pampered life.
and from rumor has it, he's very arrogant as well. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, with the name Prince,
treating
I
his
mean,
staff
title
well,
of Prince.
you know. treating his staff like low lifes, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're
Very
being-
arrogant and rude, they say, don't they?
I mean, very
Arrogant.
aristocracy like.
Yes, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, sure. I don't know if it's true or not. I really don't. But
I can see
Oh.
it being true.
A lot of celebrities are like that. People like celebrities, they seem nice in films, but then people say about when they're like making the movies with them and stuff like that, they're just real assholes.
Yeah, Russell Crowe's a cunt.
Is he?
I've heard
Yeah.
that from several people. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can
Yeah.
see that being true as well. Yeah.
he likes to fight, doesn't he? Or he used to.
Did you ever watch Rumper Stomper?
No. Oh yes, I
Nah,
did.
that's him fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's another one? Seagal.
Yeah. Steven Seagal.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he's a real
He was
turd.
on set with him, and Seagal went to do something somewhere in another room, and this guy was the guy was on an interview on TV saying this. You know,
Uh-huh.
so I'm just taking his word for it.
Uh-huh.
And he was talking to this other guy, and they started to laugh about something. The Seagal came out and thought that they were laughing at him and booted this guy in the chest up and banged him up against the wall.
Yeah.
Wow.
He had to go
He
to
sells
the-
energy drinks, or used to, and we tried to buy some, but he never sent them. Or his company never sent them.
All right.
So he's a bit of a piece of shit in my mind.
Apparently,
The money though,
Best-
Roddy, and never sent them, you mean?
The best part about Seagal is he acted all arrogant, like his whatever his martial arts is. He learned.
Akira.
He Aikido. Yeah, he wanted to challenge somebody because he thought he was all badass, and it was like a big wrestler dude or a big.
Yeah.
I mean, a big guy. So they started fighting, and that the big dude beat him, made him shit himself.
The guy put
Nice.
guy,
Cool.
yeah. I remember. Who's the most famous one? Not Van Damme. Another
Bruce
Van Damme.
Lee.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah.
Who's the other one? Damn it, my brain's gone dead.
Chuck
The most
Norris.
famous one. They make. Huh?
Chuck Norris.
Yes, that's him. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Chuck.
Yeah.
And they were talking about it, and Chuck Norris said.
Oh, Gene LaBelle was the one that made.
because he was saying,
himself.
would you fight somebody like Van Damme or somebody like that. He said Van Damme knows what he's doing. He can do this, that, and the other, all the rest of it. He said, "What about Seagal?" He said, "No, he wouldn't dare."
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene LaBelle. You probably know who Gene LaBelle is.
Who I have always liked it because they were talking about Bruce Lee being the greatest of all time, and he did do tons for martial arts, didn't he? He put it on the world stage basically instead of these kung fu films that you saw, beforehand with the bald heads and the ponytail. And they were ripping into Michael Jai White because he said Bruce Lee, of course he would beat Bruce Lee. And they were, Bruce Lee's the best ever. And Michael Jai White said, he said, it's my heroes, He said, but you got to bear in mind that this was in the 70s and we're now in the 2000s. Martial arts has moved on 30 years and I've got 130 pounds on him. He's not going to win. He's not, is he? He's going to get crushed. Have you seen that, Michael Jai White?
No. I don't suppose it has moved on that much, though, Mal. It's probably traditional. It's probably like hundreds of years old, isn't it?
It moved on a lot. Mixed martial arts is the #1 fighting skill now. Like,
yeah.
You just take the best from everything and just combine it into mixed martial arts.
They do a lot of it, yeah. It's the thing about that Chinese boy who's he's like a martial arts guy, and he's mixed martial arts, and he said himself he's mediocre. He's okay, he's not crap or anything, but he's kind of mediocre. He's not top of the range, right? And he goes around challenging all these kung fu masters, tai chi masters, and all that stuff to fights for lots of money.
He was the one who was kicked out of China, wasn't he?
No, he's not kicked out of China. What they did was they knocked his social status down. And if they knock your social status down far enough in China, you can't catch a plane or a train.
Oh, wow.
They won't do it. You can't do it, right? So he has to go by bus. Now, China's a big place to go by bus.
Because he was making all the traditional martial arts look foolish because he would just go in and just decimate them. And
yes, he was a mixed martial arts, as you said, and he would take these guys on. You can see videos of it on YouTube. There's not one of them has lasted more than 30 seconds. Not one.
Wow.
And have you ever seen Unleashed by Jet Li? Sorry, not quite a derail, but and I know it's only a movie, but it's one of the most brutal fighting movies I've seen in my life. That's sort of mainstream. Jet Li in Unleashed is kept as a pet.
I remember that. Yeah.
And when they take off the collar, he just goes for broken, does all the fighting for this thug.
Another good one is Michael Jai White in Blood and Bone. That's a good one. Yeah, if you see that guy, he weighs 230 pounds, right? He's been like blessed, as you would call it, with natural speed. And he was teaching a guy who was in Blood and Bone. This guy was a street fighter, and he was a big guy, And Michael Jai White was showing him how to punch without seeing it coming. Just bang, without going fast, going slow.
But that's not wanting to actually kill the people. Like if they were actually doing like Krav Maga, it would just be over before you even knew what happened.
Yeah, the mixed martial art guys will take the Krav Maga down in about 10 seconds.
Krav Maga is the Israeli force. That's what they train to just basically kill people straight up. Just
Jiu-Jitsu guy will take them down very quickly.
Well, it's part of judo and jiu-jitsu.
It's all that kind of thing, yeah.
But it's meant to just kill people. It's not meant to just injure them. It's just meant to straight up kill people.
Yeah, it's straight in, get the job done and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. It's trained to special forces and stuff like that. Yeah. Like if you took a military guy like special forces, Delta Force, something like that, and actually put them against these mixed martial arts guys, they would get annihilated.
Probably, yeah.
So they're used to close combat.
Close quarters combat. They're trained for that. They're used to that. Yeah.
Well, that and those forces, they are the top 2% of people who make it through everything else. Like they're the toughest, tough as nails kind of people.
The thing is right? It's like that Chinese guy taking down all these martial arts experts you know. And these martial art experts are so deluded that they you know, the big problem is the thing like my Jay White said in interview. He said the problem with those guys is they train to be the best they can be, and they are brilliant at it. He said the problem is they're up against an MMA guy, mixed martial arts guy, who trains to fight. That's the difference. They don't train to fight. So when they get punched in the nose, they don't fucking like it.
I don't think anybody likes
It
being
is as simple as that. It is that simple.
Get punched in the ear. That shit hurts.
Yeah. They are, you know, they know what they do and they're brilliant, but they're up against a guy who's trained to fight. And what's he going to do if you stand there with your nice stance, getting ready to make your moves? He knows what moves you're going to make. He just walks straight so he's going to smack you in the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And they're not used to it. Go down like
a lot of times, like when people would sucker punch me, I would just straight up spear them to the ground, just get on and just start punching their face in.
Yeah.
You're a big fella though, aren't you, Gads, off memory? Like 6, 7 or something?
I'm not little.
Yeah.
People made big mistakes. Like I was at this party when I was like 19. I was dancing with these 2 girls, and this guy got jealous. I heard him in the side say, "I'm gonna hit this guy," and I told the girl, I was like, "Hey, go sit down. This guy's gonna hit me." No sooner I look up, the motherfucker punched me right in the mouth. I looked at him, I was like, "You motherfucker!" And I just speared him into the fucking wall and just started pounding the shit out of him. He was screaming, "Let me go! Let me go!"
Yeah, my brother's a big guy, but I had a friend of mine called Eugene, right? So we called him Huge, unsurprisingly. He was 6'8", 22 stone, right? A solid piece of meat, this guy. And we used to go out at night and just sit down and have a drink, and you know, we were all snooker guys, see? And you weren't allowed to talk about snooker on a Sunday night. You just go for a drink and have a laugh. And these guys started picking on us, and they picked on Eugene. This guy's standing there, well, yeah, and you just going, "No, I'm not a bloody shit." I said, "I don't like fighting. I'm out here for the mates, you know." And he started to stand up, and he stood up, and up, and up. And this guy's head's going up, and he's looking up, and I'm just going, "What the fuck's going on here?" He shit himself. And Eugene said, "No good looking for your mates." He said, "I don't think they're coming either."
I mean, there is perks to it, because like a lot of people still fuck with me. Like I'm pretty stocky. Like I have the broad shoulders and everything like that. Like I'm stocky built. So a lot of people, they just don't even fuck with me.
No, it's the best thing, isn't it? Yeah, I remember Eugene. He's the only guy I ever saw on a golf course that still looked big.
Oh, there's a lot bigger guys than me though. I've gotten fights with some big guys. They can take a hit. There's
No, I think I'm well trained enough. I don't
fighting often isn't about what you can give. It's about what you can take.
Yeah. Yep.
If you keep getting up, you think you're nuts. I used to do it. Knock you down. They think you're nuts. You're covered in blood. All this. You're not going to win the fight.
I had a guy jump me at a freaking gas pump one time.
You're nuts, and they don't want to fight you again.
Like I could take a lot of hits. I had this one guy jump me at the gas pump. Apparently, somebody said I said something about him, and I was talking to this girl again. Girls are awful. They get you in so much trouble. And all of a sudden, I heard this. "I'm going to hit you." I'm like, "What?" No, boom! Just sucker punch right in the side of the face. He fucking got me down. He jumped on my back, fucking pinned me down to the ground, just started pelting me in the back of the head. Took about 20, 30 blows to the back of the head. Some guy come running out of the store. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And that kid jumped up, freaking took off running. I was like, "You hit like a bitch." I got up, thought my glasses, put them back on.
I like that. The Michael J. White gives away a lot of stuff for nothing, you know.
Can I ask a question about the war again? What do you think the predictive outcomes or what effects will happen to us in our home countries from what's happening in the Middle East? Like fuel price increase, but apart from that, what else?
Food will go up, travel go up, everything go up. Everything get more
expensive. Yeah.
It's blocking the whole canal. So there's like supposedly about 300 container ships and tankers that are anchored now from going through the straits.
And this will affect UK and hometown USA and as far as Australia, won't it? In every way.
It'll affect the whole world. Yeah.
Yeah, Andy, correct. Yeah.
It's one of the
I need to sell
major.
one of my houses.
Yeah, we're gonna
You'll need
see
to
some-
sell one of your houses in a couple of weeks to buy a
Yeah.
loaf of bread.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like whenever U.S. invaded Iraq and then Afghanistan, we're gonna see the same problems,
Yeah,
but magnified because of the straits of Hormuz being shut down.
yeah.
Because that's how
My
like a lot
job
of
runs on fuel running an excavator.
Weapons of mass destruction.
well, as soon as it
Remember
gets to
that.
about $120 a barrel of oil, everything shuts down. Whole economy. It's not
Yeah.
profitable to run.
So that and tariffs.
Well, tariffs aren't so
You're
bad.
doing well over there, God.
You just don't do business with America then, and we're seeing that with the map. Basically, people are just going to other countries for the resource. Like Europe's making deals with China, stuff like that. They just cut out America.
Yeah, our like Britain is. I mean, Britain's not going to be one of China's big super duper major, customers, but just the same, it's a
Oh, yeah.
move
Well,
from America.
I mean, but if you take all of Europe and then take them off of America goods and put them on Chinese goods, I mean, that's going to be a big impact for America.
Yeah, yeah. And people say that, oh, you gotta buy Chinese goods; it's all crap. Which is
Oh,
not
that's
true.
bullshit.
Because if you pay for crap, you'll get crap. If you pay for good goods, you will get good goods. They can do it, right?
And
But what
a
the
lot's
problem is
changed.
people want to pay crap for the good goods.
China
That's not
used
gonna
to be quick production of crappy things, and that was the early 2000s when they were building their manufacturing base. But now they've become one of the best manufacturers in the world because
I tell you what I do like about them. If you want something built really, really, really big, go to Chinese. They build you a
Three Gorge Dam.
7-mile bridge in about a week.
Well, you ever see the Three Gorge Dam?
They're awesome. They're just brilliant. Big stuff.
The dam's so large at Three Gorges that it actually like shifted the rotation of the Earth because there's so much water.
I heard of that one. Yeah. It's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, Chinese know how to get things done. To me, I've always referred them to like ants, like how ants can work together and accomplish big things. Like the Chinese have that ability.
And they can take pride in it and get the job done.
Yep. They know their place and they get shit done.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that they're going to land on the backside of the moon and build a complex there and then take over the moon before other countries can.
Well,
China's going to be the next power, hands down.
We had a big thing over here. It was a high-speed railway supposed to be going from London to Manchester, which is like a couple hundred miles, right? And they sunk billions into this thing over the years, billions and billions over, I don't know how many years, 20 years, more maybe, right? And then eventually they just stopped it.
Wow, they want to do the same here now, from Sydney to Melbourne.
Chinese will build in 3 months, done.
Well, that's the problem with the West. There's always those greedy ones that are embezzling money and stealing, the funds for projects, stuff like that.
Just all, backhanders for this, and everybody knows what's going on. Yeah, eventually they cancelled it. Disgusting. Tens of billions of pounds winning that. But, yeah, I've seen the trains in China. They're awesome, aren't they?
They have 30,000 miles or so of high-speed rail in China. America has 0.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that had so much, but it makes sense.
I didn't know America had none.
Yeah, America's just it's because the car industry lobbied to keep like a lot of this project shut down.
You know what that is then, don't you? That's that cheap fuel thing, isn't it? Americans have to have.
And America got the Chinese to build their railways for them 100 or so years ago.
Yeah.
And now they're not doing it.
It's their right to have the cheapest fuel going, so that they can run all these big off cars. They just think it's a right to have cheap fuel, so you don't need all that railway stuff.
It was a push after the 50s, after the highway system was built, that car companies, they wanted to make profits, so they lobbied to shut down like bus services, high-speed rail, like any kind of thing like that, and made it so people had to buy a car. and then keep buying cars.
And they're getting bigger here too.
Lovely cars.
For no reason.
If we have cars like that over here, you wouldn't be able to park them.
Oh my! It's nuts in places like,
Huge.
and like they're so crappy built that you have to buy a new one every like say 7 or so years. So
All
it
right.
just keeps you in an eternal debt paying off of a vehicle.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Now like a brand new Ford F-150 is like fully loaded is like $100 and some thousand.
Oh wow.
It's all depreciation from then. That's why you don't see me with new cars ever.
Oh, I would never buy a new car.
Work ute.
Like
And
I'm driving a '94 now.
3 or 4 years. Yeah,
I drive my grandmother's old car. It's a Pontiac SSEI. It's a supercharged V6, but it goes.
Actually, I'm older than I thought. It's older than I thought. It's not quite 94. Mine's 2004 or something. But yeah, fucking old car.
Well, I like that there's no
20
computer
plus.
in it or nothing like that. Like, it's an old key ignition car.
Mine's diesel, so I get to bring home some excavator fuel from work and just this is free.
Well, you guys do the dyes. So here in America, we have red dye and off-road diesel. So there's no road tax
about it.
Off-road.
Yeah, we're told there's a dye in the quarry diesel, but there isn't.
Well, see, regular diesel is clear, and then off-road diesel is red.
Ours has got a slight green tint to it.
Green, I think it was one in there, yeah.
Well, I think we.
Although to be fair, we had the cops running around the place all here because they were emptying the chip shops of their old oil, running on that.
You can do diesels like that. Yeah, that's you can take diesels that will run on anything from like soybean oil to old used motor oil.
Yeah. Chip shop oil, instead of disposing of it responsibly, they were selling it to people. Well, there's a big thing over here about that.
Oh yeah, that's actually how Rudolph Diesel, who designed the diesel engine, he designed it so farmers could have used anything, like they could have produced their own fuel by just harvesting their crop and then processing it. But the fuel industry kind of took over with that.
Yeah, as usual. Yeah. I'm back in a sec.
Yeah, I built a 5cc engine from a block of steel. Like, it is possible to build things like engines, and it's basically a 2-stroke engine, which is a normal fuel version of a diesel. Basically, it's the simplest that you can do.
Well, the only difference is one's a combustion and then one's a compression.
Yeah, but it can be like done with basic sort of not education, not intelligence. Like, I just followed instructions. I wouldn't have come up with this myself.
Oh yeah,
it was relatively easy. It's
like
following a cake mix recipe on the back of a packet type level of
you just gotta make sure all your clearances and all your your positions are set right, and then put the belts to go on. And I've torn down my engines of my cars that I messed up. Like, I was too poor to pay for mechanics, so I'd have to fix things myself. Trial and error.
I had to do a few with the Ford Capris, Ford Escorts, that kind of car, Datsun 1600s. Don't know if you had them over your neck of the woods. Rally car kind of things.
Honda. Well, it's Acura and stuff like that. Or old.
I like the rotaries, but I didn't do much mechanics on the rotaries. They're too expensive. I didn't. But so I got into it a little bit. We did an engine exchange by lifting it out of my car in a Ford Escort with a permapine log over the bonnet and straps to the engine, and then just lifted it out with our shoulders. That was kind of cool.
We took a big V8 out of a big truck and then put it into a Camaro.
Yeah, wow. Cool.
What's funny is the guy, he couldn't get the dipstick in at the time. He's like, "Oh, I'll just plug it for now," and he just forgot about it. He went driving, hot rod, and ripping and tearing with it. Here, that plug blew out, and he blew all the oil out and blew up the engine.
Bugger. Yeah.
I didn't like him anyway. I just made money off him letting him use the garage of the house and helping him.
I had an Escort 1300 and I put a 1600 engine in there, and when it connects to the 1300 gearbox, the clearance to the firewall of the body of the car wasn't. It kept banging on the car frame basically, and so not at all. You got this heat patch that you can feel along your leg when you're driving, and you got all the time. But yeah, I was broke and didn't have an alternative for a couple of months, so that's the way it was for a few months.
I've driven some pretty shaky things. Like I had a truck I was using one time, and the brakes went out on it. Did I fix it? No, I just drove it without brakes for like 6 months.
Yeah, man. I had clutch problems, so I didn't use the clutch for a few months in one of my cars. Just got the revs right.
That's when you don't have brakes. Actually, I've had it happen again in my diesel truck. Brakes went out. But when you have a manual, you don't really need brakes necessarily until they come to a stop. So I mean, you can use the gear shift, slow down, and then at the very end, if you push the brakes all the way to the floor, they will like work, kinda.
Yeah, I had a failed brake booster once. That was a kind of shit. It's only on a small car, but it made it feel like a truck to brake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as power steering pumps going out though. Oh man.
Oh, that'd suck. Yeah.
You gotta get the car moving before you can even turn the wheels.
My current car has this very, very, very faint leak in the power steering. I got to top it up every 3 to 4 months type thing.
Get some JB weld and put around on the hole or whatever.
I can't find the hole.
Oh,
and there's so much shit there, and
that's what
I
Audie
just can't
said.
be fucked taking it apart. To, I probably could find the hole if I bothered to look, but because it leaks so little, I just don't bother. I can't see much of a puddle either.
Well, I'm thinking,
goes
like
onto
if
the
you
ground.
wipe it all down so where there's nothing on it, and then put like a paper towel with a rubber band around it, and you'll see where the wet spot forms.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I can't off memory recall what is exactly there, but it's in the back corner of your engine bay type thing, and there's other shit around. There's some reason why I haven't bothered to go further. This generally comes down to me being slack.
Yeah,
it works for fat birds as well.
Yeah,
now just
flour.
throw some flour on. Yeah, let's find the way.
Yeah.
So we're all on the right wavelength here.
I was going to ask a question,
Oh,
just to derail the chat, about introducing the Interplanetary Habitable Zone.
Yeah.
And they talk about radiation affecting it a lot. And
Van Belt.
if the supernova was close enough to us, to Earth, then there'd be no life on Earth because of the radiation is so strong, blah, blah, blah. But I'm thinking like,
that was a different topic.
Basing all this on us and our ability to live, our ability to withstand radiation or whatever. But other animals like cockroaches can take more radiation than we can.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
So what about?
They did get into that in this particular study. If you
Life would have evolved differently. That's
people
all.
would adapt. Yeah.
Yeah, we would have just adapted to a higher amounts of radiation, thicker skin.
So they did the simulations on that in this particular study. They were saying off memory, didn't they? Wasn't that the difference with this study? Going beyond our Goldilocks zone and going into our possible habitable zone. And that would have covered dealing with radiation. I do remember reading a bit about it on dealing with the various types of radiation, because like you said, one type of radiation happens when you're too close to the sun, one's when you're too far away from the sun.
Yeah,
but that wasn't to do with supernovas. Now that was more to do with the
cosmic radiation
star system. That was just another star out there. They reckon that the TRAPPIST system would have been habitable for us, but now that they've run these simulations, they're finding that, no, it would be too much radiation where it is.
Yeah, they reckon it wouldn't work.
Yeah, but they didn't factor in the cockroach factor, did they, Mao? So I see what he's getting at fully.
Yeah, I'm
But the
just wondering if
Goldilocks-
something could evolve to withstand more radiation than we have, which would change the habitable zone. The, you know,
Oh, I'm
the
sure.
Goldilocks zone.
Well, the habitable
Change.
zone's more of liquid water. So if you're too close, it boils off and becomes steam. If you're too far away, it freezes. So the Goldilocks
Isn't
zone's
that
about
the
liquid water.
Goldilocks zone?
Yeah,
But the
about-
habitable zone is we could turn something else further away into water and make it Goldilocks. Isn't
Yeah.
that sort of what they're getting at here? Habitable zone stretches further than Goldilocks zone.
Well, I don't know, like, because you need liquid water. I mean,
You post that one, Andy?
Yeah, cool. There you go, Andy.
No, Andy's
Awesome.
post. Yeah, that's
Thanks.
right.
Yeah, the TRAPPIST-1 system.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
good. Yeah, no good.
yeah, it's all, yeah,
I see
relative.
exactly what you're saying now, and to my knowledge, that study was dealing with what you were saying, but it didn't look like their results
It
covered
didn't
what
look
you
like
were
it
saying.
resolved
Hey,
it today.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
go back over like 2 point some billion years of evolution, because if it was from that point at the start, life would have evolved completely different and would have, took different branches and added adaptations to that radiation.
I suppose, yeah, cockroaches' ability to last through radiation evolved, and they still would have had to have gone through single cell growth, which wouldn't have had the protective capability to deal with radiation.
Well, and it comes down to like how strong our ozone layer is at blocking a
Yeah.
lot of that and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
we've had more radiation at times.
Yes,
And
of course
probably
we have.
less.
Yes. Of course we have.
But tardigrades evolved, and they're quite small. They are very complicated, though, so that's a crappy
Yeah.
analogy, really.
But when they talk about that, it wouldn't be habitable because of the radiation. They're probably comparing that to us, which isn't a good comparison. That doesn't allow for any evolution. And
No,
Yeah,
I absolutely
I would-
agree
yeah.
there, Andy. But you still had to go through the initial stages, and I can't see
Yeah.
how
Oh, I
single
see what you
cell
mean,
life
now, Odd. Yeah.
had the
Yeah.
ability to protect itself.
You can't you can't evolve to survive more radiation if you can't survive the radiation to begin with.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just tougher. I'm with Odd on that one. Yeah, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just, hypothesizing here.
No, sounds
There
good.
are
Sounds
there
good.
are things that are naturally have got a higher tolerance to radiation. Though cockroaches, would be
They
one of
do,
them. Yeah.
or like rock, and we all
Yeah.
came from inanimate stuff. So
Yeah.
it's perceivable that it's possible to me still.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong.
That's an
Yeah.
odd one.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe if life would have evolved to benefit from the radiation versus
Yeah.
it being like opposite
Used it as an energy source.
for
Fuel.
something.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
No,
We do.
I mean radiation
Good
causes
point.
cancer.
We need light
Yeah.
from the sun.
Light is radiation.
Plants
yeah,
turn
yeah.
into-
So is heat.
plants turn it into energy. We eat plants. We consume the energy. So we
Yeah.
kind of do. Yeah.
Photosynthesis, turning water and into sugars and
Yeah.
everything.
Everything in
runs off-
moderation.
This was
That'd be
a
crazy.
big thing, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, but here's saying
Good.
cosmic radiation has increased nearly 10 times, and the formation of ozone layer reduced surface UV radiation by over 400 times.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So the ozone
suppose-
layer blocks a lot of it, and then clouds
Oh yeah. Of
deflect a
course
lot
it
of
does. Mm.
Yeah, there was a big hole in the ozone layer for a while. It seems to have closed up.
It's closed up now. Yeah.
Yeah, mountain
It
generation.
reached Adelaide.
Hmm.
It got that big. It reached Adelaide.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, where I live.
Yeah.
That was from aerosols, like human use of aerosols. But yet the same
CFCs,
people,
Yeah.
the
And
same people who believe the ozone layer thing will say climate change is fake, even though we've seen how small or how big of an impact a small group of people can have.
Yeah. That was CFCs that caused that.
refrigeration and things like that, wasn't it? CFCs.
Yes.
Refrigerant.
Yeah. CFCs. Yeah.
I don't know if they've changed the way they do make refrigerators.
Yeah. They don't. All refrigerants are non-CFC now. We
Yeah,
stopped using CFCs years ago.
Well,
Yeah.
And you have to get them like if like you take it out of a car or something like that. You're supposed to get it like taken out by a company that
Recycled. Yeah.
R47 gas or something like that. Might be R74 gas.
407.
Air
Yeah.
conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah. 407. I think it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It was
cool.
It was 504. It was 504 originally, and then that's the CFC one.
Is that where he gets his number from?
I was gonna jump in there.
What's that?
Straight away. Fucking, is that where he gets his number from?
That's not where he gets his number from. Where he gets his number from is he lives in New Orleans, and the area code for New Orleans is 504.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the blue screen of death. The whole time.
No, it's the area code for New Orleans.
So not the city of Andy. All right, okay.
Yeah, so 504 was the original CFC refrigerant, and then they replaced it with a non-CFC version, which I believe was 407.
I don't know what it is, but I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember vaguely. They changed it all. I'm glad they did. You haven't long bought one of these tall fridges.
They
American style fridges and American style freezer. You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Well,
lead.
So we bought a tall freezer, a tall fridge, and put them together.
Yeah.
Because we're not American and we're not rich.
Westinghouse is some of the best refrigerators ever made. They've got they're massive, great things. Gads probably knows what I'm talking about. They've got fridge and freezer combined. They've got ice dispensers and
that's common here.
Yeah,
those water
common over
dispensers
there.
on them.
Common over there with posh people like Godwin.
No, everybody like the fridge here. We have
everybody
has a freezer box on top and then the refrigerator in the bottom.
We have a tall fridge and a tall freezer.
We have a stand-up freezer and a deep freeze. Deep freeze would be just like a chest freezer. It's like a big chest.
Yeah, we had one of those. I
hate unfreezing food. It gives me the shit. So I can't really, it's easier for me to just go down the street and get it every few days.
Yeah,
so I very rarely put a lot in my freezer.
I don't like a lot of things that have been frozen. I can tell when they've been frozen. Bread being one of them. I don't like bread being frozen.
Yeah,
okay.
Bread here in America
now
is
you were
really
asking?
bread.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Can you turn up a bit?
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit.
Wow, he's shocked actually.
Bit distant, yeah. I just thought I'd put a complaint in.
I can go to 12, I think.
Yeah.
You went past 11. It's going to get wild.
Yeah. 6 or something.
Oh, shit. Don't know how to do it. I'll press the button again.
It's okay. I can hear you. It's just a bit.
Is that better?
Oh, that's better.
Hello.
Yeah, nice.
Chip, cheerio.
Toodle pip.
All these dulcet tones. Yeah.
I can remove the lisp too if I open my mouth properly.
Yeah.
Oh, so don't worry about the list.
Good. That takes effort.
Yeah.
I got a foot and third issue as well.
I'd be more concerned. I was Andy. I'd be more concerned about the Tourette's.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
What's that, Oddy?
Tourette's. That was just swearing.
What was that, Oddy? You've got what?
A foot and a th issue.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I say them the wrong way around often.
Okay.
Don't worry about
it.
So, yeah, you'll pick that one up a lot.
I haven't noticed that. I never noticed that. Yeah.
I knew a girlfriend's hair ours. That was funny. We'd always pick on her. Now I feel mean.
Who was that?
Some girl we used to know. Like, we'd go to the skating rink on Fridays, and there's a girl called Hair Alls.
Fucking hell. I no, there's 100 things I could say there.
So you were
I did
saying,
like-
Ollie, that you had a couple of points to raise about those topics this
fuck
week.
Yeah, all right. Hold on.
What were they then? What was it? The other two, I suppose.
I may have to bring up the pages and have another quick squeeze through them. I'm trying to remember.
Okay. Yeah.
His RAM dumped on him.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Instead of, because people often haven't got a lot of time to look these things up.
Mm.
Like myself, for example, I didn't have much time today at all.
Yeah.
Leave these ones there till next week and give us a chance to do some and tell us that's homework.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Homework was originally given as a punishment.
Yeah.
It was always given as a punishment. Duh.
Yeah. I used to hate homework.
Neither of my kids have been issued with homework, and it blows me away. It's like the new thing here. But then when I talk to friends about their kids who went to private school just up the road, their kids get homework. It's like, what the fuck?
Homework's important.
I
teaches them to
believe
do
it is,
things
but
when they have
none
free
of my
time.
other family members does. And now they haven't got that skill. And now I'm being segregated. Yeah, this is all to do, with my greater issue. But that's
Organization,
part of it. Hey,
organization, discipline, time management.
Discipline's very different these days compared to discipline from my childhood.
Yeah.
There is no smacking. There is no talking
No,
sternly.
not that kind
even.
of discipline. That's not discipline. Like discipline, training yourself to do things you dislike, but acting like you enjoy them.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Like
But
somebody's
I'm talking
in the
about
military that do things.
the discipline
proper.
of homework when you want to go and do something else, but your homework needs doing first. Discipline.
Yeah, but when someone's doing that and someone's saying, no, you don't have to do that because we don't do that these days, it's very hard to enforce anything like that.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is it's most skillful. It's not just here's your homework, do your sums, here's your homework, do your essay. That's not how it works, because they have to do time management as well. They have to organize things. They have to get their equipment to do it. It might only be a pen or a pencil and a bit of paper, but they still have to go and do it,
Absolutely agree, sir.
The youngsters, it's not easy for them.
Yeah.
It's an important skill for later.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, you get home, you have chores to do, like take out the trash, do the dishes, fix things, do things instead of just plopping down the couch and doing nothing. You learn the discipline to go do those things.
You don't go home from school, sit down, and open the PlayStation.
You understand how my core start of this explained why that wasn't happening with mine? Yes? No? No. I absolutely agree with you that it should happen, but it was being prevented from happening.
Mitigated.
And it starts with the don't bother to do homework anymore. But that's comes from school itself.
Yeah, that's
it's quicker to do homework now. So now they got laptops. They can just pop it up.
They can just Google it.
Half the reason, man. Exactly.
Yeah, but
I absolutely agree with what Mal's doing. Says, because I did that, obviously.
I hated looking things up in the dictionary and shit like that.
So you
can look up a hell of a lot of shit these days, Gadwin. You don't have to be wrong, my friend.
It's easy. It's not turning through 100 pages trying to find the information you want. Now I can type it in and get precise information in seconds.
I have no gripe at all with you doing it. It saves me doing it.
So are you saying, Mal, that I should leave these topics and we'll carry on with those next week? Is that all right then?
Yeah, leave them up forward.
Yeah,
because it's 3 questions, and I just asked one simple little question on the last one, which we all know about the habitable zone, Goldilocks zone. We've all heard of that. I'm not talking to 8-year-olds, and all of a sudden it goes deeper and deeper, and before you know it, I don't know the fuck we're on about.
Yeah.
Mouth
Oh,
off.
There was one
One-
word in one of these topics called stoichiometry, or it wasn't stoichiometry because I know what that
Something
is.
like
That's
that, 'cause I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when I
Something
said
like that.
these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And then I
Yeah.
went through it again in my head, and I realised, you're saying that it's the one where they're using gravitational waves to detect the distance of the. Oh, it is the
Oh,
cosmic expansion one, right?
Yeah,
And
there's
they're
the
using
cosmic
gravitational
expansion,
waves to do this. And if you read it and pay attention carefully, in the article you've brought up, there is nothing actually there saying anything about the experiment of or how they use gravitational waves to do the task of correlating to the Hubble tension to tell
Yeah.
whether that's correct one way or the other, because there's a problem with Hubble constant, and there's two methods of detecting the Hubble constant, and we get two different results, and we call that the Hubble tension, and it's
Oh,
out by a
yeah.
lot. And the gravitational waves here is supposed to help us tell which one's correct, but they don't do a fucking thing in explaining how they use gravitational waves to do that. All they say is we are trying to do that, but we need to get our detector
you'd
more
have
precise
to,
so that we can
you'd have to come out of that and dig deeper, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
the waves are consistent, like, so they're all the same measurable size, and so you just start recording, and then you how many waves go through in a said amount of time, then you count those, and it'll give you can math
Still
out the
just
distance.
measuring like light, isn't it?
Radio waves, basically.
Well, yeah, that's anything
Yeah.
that travels at that speed. It's a similar thing. It's
Yeah, but it's a
yeah,
constant and it's measurable, so therefore it's recordable, and you can make the calculations to measure the
If
distance.
it's measurable, yeah.
what if
absolutely. You
space
can use
curves
some-
a different way? How do we
Like,
know
just
how
think of
constant that
waves
is
on
if
the
it's a
ocean.
distant curve?
So if you had waves on the ocean that were all constant, exactly the same size, you'd be able
That's
to
my
measure
point. How do we know that?
space. Like,
How
you'd
can
be
we
able to
know?
measure the space of one wave from dip to dip, and then you know that, and then you just count the waves, and I'll tell you the distance.
If
it's a
space time's
tsunami, you can't do
curved,
that.
how can we know that they are uniform?
If it's a tsunami, you can't do that.
Well, that's what I said. If it's a constant, so like,
Yeah. In ideal, yeah, I agree
You're
with
talking
you.
about
But
a sine
we
wave.
don't have ideal.
Yeah,
well,
it's a
let me
sine
check
wave.
on this.
No. You're looking at a
I
sine
agree
wave.
with you, Mao. It's hard to go through a fucking chaotic environment and get your results at the unclouded other side. You know?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, yes, they're dynamic. They're not
That
constant.
you can measure the same at
Well,
the peaks and the troughs. and
sense,
stuff.
Gads, I absolutely
It's a
agree
sine
with
wave.
the math method, but in the real world method, I just can't see it being possible.
Constant events like
That's all.
black holes can change their frequency, basically.
Yeah, well,
That's
what a
pretty
tsunami.
wild image, isn't it?
I do like it, Andy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I think it's brilliant.
yeah, it is.
Absolutely brilliant.
I love all these images.
The fucking jeez, the
Well, we
thing.
know
I'm thinking
Andy
about
Path
getting
too.
that space streams just to get some good pics and shit.
Yeah, the thing is, you see, but people will turn up
Yeah.
and they go, "Oh, it's a fucking artist's impression of it." Yeah, but if they actually tried to look into the calculations that went into producing that,
Yeah.
fucking head would
I
explode.
sent you one, Andy. You can use that one once.
What was that? Sorry.
I sent you one on Discord. You might like
Oh, okay. Let me have a look. I got to find Discord. I'd hardly ever go on there. I'll have a look.
If you look at,
I love it because you've got a Discord account on your stream.
I know. I know. Now it's
Sorry,
doing
now I'll
updates.
talk over.
Okay, we forgive you.
Mal never
me have a look.
forgives, never forgets. He is a
Oh,
legion.
that's pretty wild. God.
You're actually right. Welcome.
I don't know what sort of size it is, whether it'll come out any good,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll try it.
I tried to
try
get
it.
the bigger size of it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because it gives it like a grid to the universe in a way. But then there's also the double black holes like spinning around each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mate studied that about 20 or more than 20, 25 years ago. What happens if
Jumping it up,
one black
Andy, or
hole meets
what?
another
No.
black hole?
There's like two black holes orbiting each other.
Is that the right image? Is that the one you're talking about, Gads? Yeah,
Yeah,
two black holes. So I can see two black holes in the middle there. Yeah, pretty wild. Look at all the circular motion. That's probably how spiral galaxies are formed. It almost looks like the formation of a spiral
What-
galaxy, doesn't it?
It's how
Exactly.
nearly
And then
everything
No,
spiral
well,
happens,
the
brother.
battle of the two black holes, the biggest one's going to win because it's going to
Yeah.
absorb the other one, and then that becomes a supermassive black hole at the center of each galaxy.
That's right, of course. Yeah,
And all that matter there ends up spinning around in the accretion disk at nearly the speed of light.
And then it
That's right.
accumulates through gravity and then becomes planets, suns,
Yeah.
stars.
yeah. You can actually see that's the early formation of a galaxy, or that's what it looks like to me.
And
Yeah.
everybody thinks that the black holes are there just to they suck everything in, it all disappears and all, but they don't, do they? They create new
Nah.
galaxies as well.
Well,
Yes.
the big
Well,
ones.
we are part of the accretion disk of Sagittarius in the center of our galaxy.
Well,
Yeah.
we're on the far
Oh.
edge, kind of. We're more on the end of an
Yeah.
arm.
I would
Well,
have
exactly,
to say,
but
I
the
don't like-
entire spiral arms are the accretion disk, essentially,
Yeah.
because they're all spinning with.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what
we're
I mean?
spinning at like
With a distant
187,000 miles per hour or something like that around the galaxy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we
crazy,
should-
isn't it?
Everything's rotation, so like we rotate around the sun while we rotate ourselves as we rotate around the galaxy.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, I remember
Angular
that.
momentum's quite interesting if you dwell into it. It's full on. It just doesn't disappear.
and
So
the
when
whole
they say
galaxy,
shit like
the whole
there's
galaxy
no,
is traveling as well.
but apparently the math inside a black hole says that there's no angular momentum, but they're still trying to preach that angular momentum's conserved, and that's
Well,
an
we just
issue I
can't
have.
record it. We have no black holes to actually pull
That's a fair
actual
question.
scientific theory from. Just
No, it's all
theory.
it's all hypothesis, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
clearly see that those two black holes are creating circular motion.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
because-
outside.
of their action.
Looks like Maxie going around the fridge.
Yeah.
That's their event
Sorry,
horizons.
Matthew.
The actual black hole is no dimensions. It's got no size.
No,
It's got
It's still a
mass.
complex-
It just doesn't have length, breadth, or depth.
That
Yeah.
film with
It's not
they
what
go into
people
a black
think.
hole.
It's not like a hole in space, is it? Like people
No.
think, you expect to see a like a circle like that with a hole in it.
It's like a
You
whole
don't
nother
see that.
dimension inside of our reality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not going to see that. It's just there's just
I
nothing.
don't like using that term, another dimension, because as of yet, we only have other dimensions in
Well,
math.
we see things in 3 dimensions. So that could be like the 4th dimensional plane where it would just warp our whole idea of reality if we actually
No, well,
experienced
the fourth dimension being time combines
this
with
dimension.
the third one of space.
Yeah, and I get why
I
you're
would
saying
too.
what you're saying, Gads, but I don't agree because we don't actually have a concept of a extra
we
dimension
can't
yet.
conceive of it because we have no experience of it whatsoever. Like it's
To
just
me, that's similar to
alien.
adding a god.
No,
Well,
It's
we're like
analogous.
we're
well,
like
the
a
universe is the God, basically. Like the whole creation God is the universe itself because it creates, it's omnipotent, it knows everything because it is everything. We are the universe itself, so therefore, what we know, the universe knows.
Yeah, but I don't call that God.
No, but by definition, the universe is God, but it's
Problem.
not a
The
sentient being.
universe didn't create itself.
No, well, kind of in a way it did, but it's always been. There is no
I
creation.
don't
There is
know
no
that.
end.
And now we're going on our same other arguments. I don't mean to nag or whatever, but I'm on the it's always
But-
existed thing. So
Yeah, the void of
therefore,
space
no.
has always been. There cannot be like
Yeah.
you can't have a not the void of space, like the blackness, the nothing.
I'm on that way of thinking
It is
exactly.
nothing, but it cannot be, ever anything because there can't not be that.
I
It
can't
has to be
perceive
that.
nothing exactly.
Yeah, like
There
what would
to
you
have
fill in
been
the place of
something.
that? Because then you'd still have to have something. There can't be nothing because there is reality. So there is only reality and always been reality.
I liked arguing with the theists about reality and their God, and starting with, is your God in or out
You're
of
arguing with
reality?
a theist about reality. Well, that's
because they love to say
That's
their
pretty
God's
selfish.
out of reality. And the second they say their God's out of reality, then you can say, well, he doesn't exist. Because
Exactly.
reality is, you know what I mean?
I
So
can
they're
prove it
basically,
doesn't.
Yeah,
could do it
reality
in
is a
3
constant.
sentences.
That's for sure.
Oh my God! No, it's just no. You can't argue with a theist about reality.
Well, that's why
An
it's don't
oxymoron.
argue with stupid people.
It's just an
They'll drag you down
oxymoron in
to their
itself.
level.
Unbelievable. Jeez. No.
Fun.
I mean,
Fun
I grew up.
occasion, but I am getting bored.
I have family members that think the Earth's only like 6,000 years because they added up the ages
Yeah, I
of
know.
Adam
Yes,
and
that's-
Eve
yeah,
and
they-
all
they
these
have
people.
from the Bible.
Wow,
Yeah,
Gads.
yeah.
I didn't know it was that close to home, brother.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah.
Crazy,
Oh, by the
isn't it?
way,
They're
I would just
newer
like to
creation.
just point out, my brother is not a priest. He's a deacon.
Okay.
Oh,
Apparently, he's like the next step down from a priest, because if
Okay.
he was a priest, melody would have been right. He would have been hard work for him to be married and a priest. They're supposed to be
oh,
celibate.
okay.
Oh, so
Okay.
here priests can get married. It's just
Yeah, if you're married already, you can
a
become a
no.
priest
Here
or something.
preachers get married all the time. Like preacher,
Something
they go
like
to
that. Yeah.
they go
Yeah,
to like a Bible
Edwin,
college.
God. No. We're talking about America now. They fucking
Yeah, I know. We're evangelical Christians, so we don't have all those
yeah,
totally rules.
yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Well, you're based off more of the Church
he's
of
actually a
England.
deacon. So, yeah. You sent me a photo with his thing on it, where he was all dressed up in the garb,
His
and he
thing
was
on
a
it.
deacon. And my only reply was, "Nice dress." He didn't talk to me for 3 months.
If he was holding a rosary, you could be like, "Oh, why are you holding your necklace for?"
Yeah,
Pearl
nice necklace.
He trans
Oh, my
now.
God. Yeah. What can you do? Yeah, these people. No, you can't discuss reality with theists. You're having a laugh. Jeez. Perhaps some of them
Yeah,
vapes might have come in handy.
It's like talking to a person about fantasy world. Like if I was here to talk about video game as though it was real world, like that's like talking to religious people.
Yeah, you could talk about Halo like it's
Well, no, like if you go to like RuneScape, like they have actual deities in the game, like Zamorak, Saradomin, Gothics, and each of these gods have things that are attributed to them, like their own domains, everything just like other religions all have. But it's in a video game. You know it's not real, but you can actually interact with those gods and things like that. You actually see their presence.
Interesting.
Yeah, my son used to play RuneScape. I don't know if he still does.
Well, it's from the UK. I started when I was like 12 playing that. That game was one of the first like online multiplayer games.
I remember my son getting me to buy gold for RuneScape. That was, oh my God, that was a nightmare. Yeah.
I did that one time and I got punished for it, like a 3-day suspension. So I was like, oh, don't do that again.
Yeah.
I was young. I was like 19, 18 or something like that. That's what I do in the wintertime.
Oh, you're not supposed to do it. You're not supposed to buy gold.
No, that's breaking the rules. That's spending real world money. Well, nowadays they cut down on that. They just sell players gold, so they sell a token. So people who play a whole lot, they can use their in-game money to buy these tokens, and then people who buy the tokens use the real world money. So then that exchange happens between the addict versus the
surely that should be illegal for game players.
Oh no, that actually cuts down on all these like Chinese bot farmers where they'll be running a bunch of bots.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding, but aren't like youngsters playing games not allowed to spend money on things to get this or that, and then sell it on?
Well, it's used for memberships. So the token's only used for membership to pay for the subscription of the game. So people can either use real world money to buy these tokens,
right?
And then they sell those tokens on the market, and then people who play the game consistently or have a lot of money in game can spend their in-game money to buy these tokens, which are used for their subscription time.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Because if I play games on the Xbox, I pick up points and stuff, and I can pay my subscription to Xbox for the next 3 months if I gather. I think it's about 25,000 points or something. That's the only thing I know about that. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure. I don't use Xbox.
No, I don't either.
I like my.
I don't know. I don't play anymore. No. I actually wish I did.
Well, you got a new computer now, Mal. You should just get Steam.
Can you play Xbox games on Steam?
Well, yeah, it has a whole bunch. Of, Steam is basically it's an operating system where you buy video games.
Yeah, I've got
every game
I got Steam, but I've only got one game on it, Black Mesa, which is like a.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen that one. Wow, I didn't think you played that.
Yeah, but that's the only one I got. I like it.
Steam has like PlayStation titles, it has Xbox titles, and then it has unique titles to the computer only.
Get lots of sales on it, do.
Oh yeah, like the PC is the middle of the ground for everything, but it costs more to be a PC gamer than it does a console player. Console is more for like meant for like the casuals more so. That way anybody.
I don't know what it's like now, but it used to be. But you couldn't beat the graphics on a PC.
Yeah, that's still the case. Like when it comes to a computer, you can crank up. You have more RAM. You have more processing power. You have more graphical power.
128 of RAM. I got something like that. Like.
Oh damn!
I had driver problems and lost my graphics card for about 8 months and didn't realize.
Oh, dude, I check for updates all the time with my graphics drivers. You just open up the NVIDIA hub, and then it'll tell you
the app.
Yeah, it'll do it for you.
NVIDIA app, yeah.
Well, unless you're using
I had to remove it completely and then reinstall, and that was my issue. Like, it wouldn't let me just double check.
Well, on NVIDIA, you can reinstall. Like if you bring up the app, it'll say reinstall.
Well, no, it gave me options. It just didn't work. Like when I finally did remove it completely, I think Andy gave me the idea. I did this a couple of months ago.
I did, yeah.
I had an
issue. It worked straight away. I was glowing.
I updated a Windows update, and it literally bricked up my computer. It just straight up, like I couldn't do nothing.
There's a fucking surprise.
Windows update. I was pissed. Like it was a Friday night. I was just after getting home from work. I was like, "Oh, I'd update this real quick and before I do anything." And then it just bricked up the computer. I was like, "What the hell?" So then I had to go into safe mode, which is like Control Alt F8 or something like that, or F4 maybe. It goes into safe mode and roll everything back. Yeah, but I couldn't get into anything else. All I could get into was the control panels. Oh, dude, I was pissed.
Yeah, that fucks up. It does it sometimes, doesn't it? Get these window updates and everything fucks up.
I hate that. And they don't even tell you what they tell you that there's an update available, but they don't even tell you what it's going to do anymore. I hate that. You've got no idea. Copilot.
Like I uninstalled Copilot. Like I go into the apps and then anything I don't want on the computer, I just uninstall it.
Yeah, so do I.
I've taken Copilot off.
Yeah.
There's a program you can have that you can go into. Damn it, I've forgotten what it's called now. But you get this little program and you can go into it's like an app, you know? And you click all the things you don't fucking want out of Windows, like all these things on the startup menu, indicator, blah, blah, and it just gets rid of them all.
I do it manually myself, but yeah.
Yeah, this thing does it.
With a hammer.
No, you just click the window button. I'm on 11, so it's in the middle. You just bring that up, start typing add remove, and then it should come up. The add remove programs go in there, and just scroll down through the program.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Installed, I think you need to type now. They've changed it. The add remove.
I just pulled it up right now. Add remove, and it comes up first one.
I have to put installed. I think now I have to look for installed programs.
Well, and then you want to sort by date installed or something like that, and it'll tell you the newest updated one. So if there's malware gets installed, then you'll see it at the top because it just was installed and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you've got things like if you click the Windows button, and it comes up with all these programs that are there and apps and utilities and tools.
I got one for you.
I don't have them. I got rid of them.
Oh, I should have it here somewhere on a piece of paper. Yeah, if you bring up your Windows Start menu, you can do it right now. It's not going to hurt anything. But you type /run MRT.
Yeah.
And it will do your computer's built-in virus search. Like Windows has it built in now, but you just have to have that command to activate it.
Oh, I didn't know it was there.
Yep.
Okay.
It actually has really good built-ins.
Yeah.
You don't need like Norton and all these other things nowadays.
What was it called? How do you do that, Gads? Forward slash, you mean?
Yeah, /run and then MRT.
What?
All one can't reach the page.
Hang on, let me check it again. Where's
Run MRT.
it? Should be /run MRT. I think it's capital MRT. Yep. And then you can run a scan, a deep scan. Oh, there it is.
Press Win plus R to open the
just giving me just giving me searches.
Win R and then type
search
MRT.
results. Maybe I typed it wrong.
I've got one called WinHance. It'll get rid of everything you don't want. Like the bullshit stuff. The bloatware, all that stuff. WinHance will do it for you. It's great. Just get rid of all the bollocks. It's just nonsense.
Oh, okay. Bring up the run menu. That's it. /run, enter MRT. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Windows R. Then type MRT.
Yeah, there mine goes. Yeah, if you bring up, it brings up the run menu. It should bring up a run menu down in the bottom left corner, and then type MRT into that. Good. And then, yep, it runs the virus. So you can do a quick scan, full scan, customized scan.
So I don't need to get antivirus AVG anymore.
Nope,
I forget what the G stands
it's built
for.
right in. You just gotta know the command.
Motherfuckers.
I use like Kaspersky.
I only use Malwarebytes. It's the only one I use.
I never liked them because they're a free one. The free ones you gotta watch out for.
It's not free anymore, but yeah, it probably was originally, maybe.
Most of the free things come with bloatware and ads. And...
Yeah.
I need to get rid of trackers and shit like that.
There you go.
What browser do you use? I use one that's called Ghostry. So it does ad blocking, anti-tracking, and then never consent.
Oh, what type of software is that? Did you say?
It's called Ghostry.
Yeah, but what type of software? Like
it's an add-on for my browser.
Yeah, okay.
Are you on what, Chrome?
Yeah.
I'm using Firefox.
Sorry, I'm using.
I use Firefox. Mozilla. Okay. I can get add-ons, so I can go up to Tools, Extension, and Themes, and then I can search for, like, I can change the whole look of the whole thing. Mine's blacked out, like it's all black, everything. And then I can get extensions. So I have Ad Blocker Ultimate, Ghostry, Privacy Ad Blocker, Copy Plain Text, and Improved YouTube.
Yeah, I got one called WinHance.
And there's a whole bunch of different add-ons you can get for different things.
Yeah. WinHance just gets rid of all the shit you don't want. The bloatware, all that stuff that comes with Windows.
Yeah.
If you open your start menu, there's a whole list of stuff in there with all this stuff in it, Copilot, all that crap. It gets rid of everything. It's just gone.
What you can also go into startup. I think it's startup apps. Yeah, go into your startup apps. You just search that on your Windows, and then you can go in there and you can look at everything that will start up whenever you turn the computer on. So like
Audie's blown himself up, I think.
Uh-oh. But you can turn off a lot of things, like if you don't want Steam to start up whenever you turn your computer on, you can just turn it so Steam doesn't start
this will
up.
do that.
Or Xbox.
I liked. I think WinHands for me was the best one I could find. For me, you know.
Where did Oddie go?
I think he's blowing himself up.
Got him back.
That's the wrong button.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
I turned my whole browser off, turned everything
I thought that had happened.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Fuck. Right. I'm back in a sec. See my dog's all right.
Yeah. Is he playing up still then, Mal?
He's snoring.
Oh, okay.
Really, really loud.
Crunchies do that.
Yeah.
I bother with cat cam, but my cat's a lazy bitch and she's just lying there doing nothing.
That's what cats do, though. Cats are lazy.
They are pretty lazy, aren't they?
Pretty cool.
Spend their most of the time sleeping, don't they? And then eating.
Well, and then they're
Sleeping,
nocturnal,
yeah.
so they're up at night while most people are sleeping.
Mm. Yeah, they're not very energetic though most of the time, are they?
Depends on the cat.
But mine's 15 years old, so she's allowed to not be as energetic.
That's right. It's pretty old, yeah. Mm.
I do like cats. I like cats and dogs. I'm both either way kind of person, but yeah.
I'm more dogs. I don't like cats are all right, but they don't really do anything for me.
Oh, I'm a fan of both. I've had many cats, and then I've taken care of dogs. They all, my buddies, they all curl up and I pet them.
Yeah.
Give them pets.
Yeah, I've had a few dogs in my time.
Yeah. I've had a few four-legged ones as well.
Oh yeah, and those, yeah. I mean, most of the dogs I've had dumped me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I ran fast. Yeah. Yeah, our little hero is brilliant. He's just the best.
Yeah,
so
good.
Well behaved. So well behaved. He's just awesome.
Mm.
But, geez, he can snore.
Yeah.
He can out-snore my missus.
Well, I think that's probably normal for that type of dog, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some days he goes out like a light and he doesn't make a noise. He's just there flat out. And you think, hey, wait a minute, is there something wrong with him?
Well, dogs are kind of the opposite. Like, those dogs are opposite of humans. Like, if a human sleeps with their mouth open, they snore. But if a dog sleeps with their mouth open, that type, they don't snore.
He's not snoring, yeah.
Yeah, it's strange.
I always breathe through my nose, so I never had an issue with snoring. But the ex-wife, oh my God.
Yeah, I think I probably do. I don't know because I'm asleep, but I think I probably do. My wife used to say that I did.
I'd ask people, and they'd always say I don't.
They always said no. No, not a chance. No, I don't snore. How do you?
Well, no, like if I did like sleepovers
I'm awake.
or anything,
why am I awake? Because you're snoring.
Is that Trob's just gone up? I heard something.
He's the one. It's up, but it's not like
I spent 45.
No, it'd be half an hour yet, Gads. He goes about half. He puts that up about half an hour before.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so got about half an hour before he'll go live.
You say that every week to us, Andy, to the 3 other people that pretty much know that.
I don't know whether you get the notifications like I do. Maybe you do.
Yeah, brother. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm not meaning to give you shit that badly.
That's all right. It was Trobs, yeah.
I don't think Trobs knows sometimes.
Probably half an hour.
He puts a good argument across, so I like arguing with him.
Yes, that's interesting.
It's wrong that he's put no MAGA up, though, because it's taken away the opposing side for arguments.
I agree with that.
Has he taken out?
If you're...
They're not opposing sides. They're a cult. It's like arguing with
It doesn't
Christians at
matter.
this point.
I get that we don't get the cream of the crop, Gadwin. Apologies now. But yeah, I get that we don't get the cream of the crop, but it's the only people
Now,
that
if-
will have opposing views, you know?
No, opposing views would be like a true conservative that had their own
Oh,
non-MAGA
okay. Yeah.
conservative views versus
I don't know the
MAGA,
difference.
which is a
to be
cult.
honest. Yeah.
It's harder to tell these days, Mel. I agree, but
I'm not
I get the
knowledgeable enough
concept
to
of
know
the
difference
idea.
between a true conservative and a MAGA. I wouldn't know.
Well, MAGA seems to believe without evidence, whereas the
yeah,
other can be
exactly.
converted.
But conservatives, you have those all over the world. That's not isolated to just America.
Yeah.
Like the Middle East is almost all conservative. You have a conservative party, which is called the Tories. I mean,
Yeah.
every country kind
They
of has.
seem the same to me. I don't. I'm not sharp enough to know the difference between all these conservatives and the MAGA people.
Well, it's about
Maybe-
traditional
Maybe
values.
the difference
stuff like
being
that.
that some of the conservative people, you can change their mind if they need to be changed. Whereas with the MAGA people, it seems to be they're a bit stuck.
Well, conservatives
Yeah.
tend to be
More-
religious.
more than a
Only difference
bit, yeah.
I know too, but it is a difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't
more
tell
than a
you.
bit, Mal. They're unchangeable. You can't change anything. That's why Trobs has given up. There's no reason to argue with these people. You're never going to change anything.
But I still think I don't think you should block them.
Oh, he's
I
not
just-
blocking them. He's just denying them a platform to spread their misinformation and lies.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I suppose the argument is that they can go somewhere else and
Why?
Yep.
spread their
No,
stuff.
that's why he should have them up on his platform, because he has the control to turn the volume down. You don't even mute
But
them,
you
because
don't get
that's
anywhere
offensive.
arguing with stupid people. It's just
Nah.
like Mark
It's a
Twain.
It's a lost cause, isn't it? That's why I think he's done that.
I mean,
It's
look
just-
at Patrick. Patrick comes on there
Yeah.
and just starts yelling obscenities, and then
Oh,
devolves into
I
personal
agree.
attacks on hominins.
No more crap, people. But I started
That's all
with this.
right.
Like,
The right's nothing but usually.
I think me and Odd are both disagreeing, but we don't quite know how to say it.
yeah, yeah. Like I get that we're getting the shittiest version of MAGA coming to
Yeah.
the stream.
So that's your
Yeah.
basic. That's
We're
your.
not going to get anybody else if we don't go
I
look
would say freedom of speech, freedom of expression shouldn't be blocked. But then again, I've been on a chat and I've blocked 3 people. So
Well,
Yeah.
there's a difference.
Maybe.
Freedom of speech means the government can't curtail what you say. So if you want to protest a war, protest an action of the government, they can't punish you for that. That doesn't come down to your own like personal platforms and stuff like that. Like
okay,
companies still have the right to
that's
say what
fine.
you can and can't say. Like you can't go
Okay.
around cursing on the radio
Did you
and
see that
different things.
Marine guy getting his arm broke?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
Mm.
that was terrible.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, he
That-
took
that
it like it
shouldn't
was
be.
nothing. He was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like
Yeah, you broke my
the
arm.
cops are trying to drag him out the damn door like idiots.
There's 3 of them. They're lucky there was 3 of them, I think, because he had a broken arm. I think he'd have taken them out.
Well, if he would
Yeah.
have fought back, he could probably easily
Yeah, I bet
took
he
all
would.
them out like they were nothing. I
He
mean,
wasn't a young guy, but
he showed a lot of restraint, but that's a Marine. I mean,
Mm.
they're
Mm.
trained to kill. They're killers.
of
Yeah.
course, it's a job, isn't it? Yeah. Fair play to the guy.
Oh,
Um,
he'll get a nice settlement for this, especially breaking
I
his
like-
arm.
I hope he does. I hope he gets as much as he needs.
But
I
then
got
you
no
know who's
thanks for
paying
that.
for that? It's the taxpayers because the police
I
state
don't
is going to
agree
be
with
like, we
chucking
went over
people
our
out.
budget. Now we need more tax money.
Who was it who did that,
And the-
Gaz? Was it the ICE agents or something?
It was a senator actually, or a congressman or
Yeah,
something like that.
senator did it. He got his arm trapped behind the door, and the senator tried to drag him out the door with
Well,
the
he
other
was the one
people,
pushing on the back of
Um,
him, and then
and
you
he
heard that
broke
pop.
his arm.
Yeah.
Wow.
He tried to grab a door. You know,
Mhm.
it's like a door is open up against the wall.
Uh-huh.
And he put his hand in between the door and the wall, tried to grab it to stop them throwing him out. And they
Okay.
kept pulling him, and he broke his arm.
Yeah, it went into like that stupid door design too, because it doesn't hinge. It's not on hinges.
Agree.
It's on like pins that are about a couple centimeters away from the edge, so it kind of like hinges out in a weird way that creates a big gap that your arm can actually go through.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
I hope he gets everything he needs. Frankly, I think that's terrible. I think stopping people protesting is very well, what do you call it?
Authoritarian.
Anti-democratic. Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't understand how you can get away with doing that in the Western world. As
No.
I said earlier, the way this American thing is going, I've never heard of anything like it in my life.
I've never seen it or heard anything.
Making war on Iran. They're now going to go and debate whether he's allowed to make war on other places and try and get Congress to have to make a viewpoint. That's what the fucking thing was in the first place. He walked over that, and you're arguing to make that illegal and him having to do it again. Like fucking Jesus. He doesn't give a fuck. There's no point doing this next step that you plan. Go and eliminate him.
Yeah. Late for that, no? You know? Yeah, I was asking earlier on if it was Congress, because I think Gadwin had mentioned that they need an act of Congress to go to war a couple of weeks back. You know,
they're just fighting to make it illegal to not go to Congress first. That's their next step. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Or should have been.
Very
carte blanche to do whatever he likes anywhere in the world. That's what he wants.
Well, unfortunately, all of that filters down to everybody else because America is what they are. You know.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or we don't, it all filters down to everybody else. Most people. China don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, Korea don't give a fuck, but they're nuts. So, but it filters down to all the people that who are doing business, and the world is too small for all that shit. You can't, everybody needs everybody. It's as simple as that.
I think what he thought was when he went into Iran, I think he was going to take out the supreme leader, and that was going to be the end of it. I think that's actually what he thought. I don't know.
I don't think he knows, Andy.
Well,
I don't think he knows either.
Trump, I think with Israel has dirt on Trump. Israel's the one that said to do this. Like we're just buying Israel puppet.
Yeah, well, you are an Israeli puppet at this point. Exactly.
Well, and I
don't get why fully. I don't get it.
Epstein was a Mossad agent. Epstein has a lot of ties to like the former leader of Israel, like all kinds of high intel people, CIA, all that kind of stuff. Like he was the
Jews definitely have Christians doing their dirty work for them, and I just don't understand that because
they don't want to get their own hands that dirty.
On the rest of the population is allowed it.
I've seen programs on telly, right, where everybody's going, the Jewish are doing this, they're mass killing people all over the place, they're bombing the place, they're doing this and all that. And then when I run through my programs on the telly, I come across these God channel programs, right? And people are sending money in to donate to Israel.
Really?
What is that all about? I really don't understand.
You have a lot of Israel sympathists, like Christians. Christians think if you get all the Jews back to Israel, the Holy Compact will be complete, and then the Antichrist for Americans is the Messiah for the Jewish people, which then brings on the rapture, which then Jesus comes down. There's 7 years of trials and tribulations. All the holy devout people just get whisked away to heaven, and the rest of us
and that was fucking hilarious.
That'd be great. That'd be great if that happened, though, wouldn't it? Just think about it.
Sorry?
All the Christians gone, we'd have peace on earth.
Oh no, really?
Well, like if all the Muslims,
last year,
all the Muslims, Christians, and Jews just vanished one day, we all woke up, they were all gone.
25th of November last year, the rapture, it happened. Oops, and then it didn't.
That was just funny.
It's freaking hilarious.
Oh,
People
Didn't
sitting
they
in
delay
the
it
car,
for 3 days?
crying, and they've given this away. They've done, they've wrapped their
That was
job in.
funny. Like people like, I just gave my car away. They're walking around
Yeah,
giving all their
you got
bank
it.
account money away and everything like that. Just like total freaking idiots.
God,
Yeah.
God as well. Just funny.
I wonder what would happen though, Gads, if that happened. If all the religious people disappeared one day, what would actually
Peace
happen?
on earth. Peace on earth.
Yes.
I mean, there'd be a little confusion for a while, but straight
Yeah.
up peace on earth, more than likely.
Probably.
I consider it a great waste of resources of humans.
Yeah.
Religion.
I
Yeah.
remember a little thing that somebody said once where you had a train driving along and it's got 5 carriages or something, and you've got the train driver, etc. And the next couple of carriages are full of scientists and doctors, all those kind of people, educators, brilliant, right? And the last 3 carriages are full of religious people. And there's a guy sitting by the back door of the second carriage down, going, "Oh, I wonder how fast we'd move if I just pulled this pin."
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
an
mean-
interesting concept. I don't know what would happen. You might think that, like Gad said, it would be peace on earth, but would it? Or would we find something else to argue about? I don't know.
I do believe that religion is there to help
We already do.
nutbags in society. Some nutbags do require a religion to stop them murdering and killing.
If you
It
look at
actually
most
does work
criminals,
the other way.
most criminals believe in some religious deity because it forgives them for
It
their
does.
bad actions.
They
Ah.
do. A lot of them claim to be
No.
guided by
What-
God,
what
but
gives
the
them-
voices in their
If
head
we
are
removed it all, it would generate itself again, because I believe it generates from not
I don't-
stupidity, but naiveness or ignorance.
Superstition.
the voices in their head are quite often God telling them to do things, and
Well-
they're doing things in the name of religion. And
So
But
it
that
can
comes
start
from-
nothing.
they're killing prostitutes because God told them to, and stuff like that.
Well, that's
That all
there's a lot of
fucking
things like
blows me away,
schizophrenia, but it was like
They
using
have fucked up
psychedelics.
mentality.
Like people used a lot of psychedelics in the old days. Like that's where a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
did.
religion comes from. It's using like things that would make you trip out and then see visions and stuff like that.
Look at
All
man.
of the above. It's
Look at
mental
man.
disease
What
and
happened to
it's
him?
drug use. It's not even just drug use. It is they not knowing chemistry. So toxins abuse. It's not even abuse because
Well,
they were unaware. So it was
Science
just
well
toxins
done
affect
is indisputable, or you can't tell the difference
molds.
between that
Thank
and
you.
magic.
bacteria, you know?
Like it looks like magic. If people don't understand the science, it looks like magic to them.
Yeah,
if
drinking.
you keep
drinking
washing a
mercury.
straw with only running water and don't actually put a straw cleaner through it over a year or two, that'll build up mold that will be black and chunky. And that could fucking cause you delirium just by drinking from the straw over and over again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That blows me away. Metal straw facts.
Look
And
at
that's a
look
cheap
at
pie.
look at Charlie Manson, Helter Skelter, and how that ended up because of psychedelics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you get
Well-
high, that's the rare bonus from it. But I'm pretty certain that generally you don't get high; you just die
Yeah.
painfully,
Oh, fun.
I'm of the opinion that
breathing problems and
not,
shit.
psychedelics or this or that or the other. It's just gullibility.
Yeah.
And
I started with that
Stupid.
too. Now I agree, ignorance,
Yeah.
gullibility. Like
not looking things up and going, oh, somebody said something that sounded really clever. Oh, that I like that. I'll take that in. Thank you very
I
much.
don't call it IQ though, because depending on
Oh.
where you are brought up and shit, and access to available knowledge, I can't put it
Yeah,
to
I
IQ.
mean, like the
What
What
6-year-old
time
who
period?
walks 4 miles a day to collect a
Mm.
bucket of water on her head may have a
Exactly.
very high IQ.
Yeah, they're thinking
Maybe
more about
very good at
survival
solving
than fucking
problems.
other shit. So fair
Yeah.
enough.
Very good at solving problems for her age group around the area that she lives in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think IQ tests there are different versions of IQ tests, and I think they take that into consideration. I don't know
Well,
how.
It'd be very hard
it
to
should be about-
universalize that, eh? Surely.
Well, there's practical knowledge and then there's theoretical knowledge. Like somebody can think up something like workarounds, how to fix things and stuff like that, versus like somebody
There's
has
also-
practical knowledge.
There's
How to
also
do
general knowledge, which some people are very good at. I'm not very good at general knowledge, but people who are good at general knowledge tend to be thought of as very intelligent.
Yeah, but your general knowledge is far different to my general knowledge, unless it's history or scientific fucking not laws, like
People think
principles,
that,
or principles of maths or
people-
universal data.
yeah, there are people who are very good at quizzes. And
Yes,
people think,
exactly.
What the fuck is the point of knowing all that shit? It's no use to you except on the quiz show. But then you will find
Yeah.
when you talk to these people, they know the background to that information as well.
Yeah.
Then there's people
not
like this.
stupid,
There's
you know?
an Italian
that-
woman I know.
Is that intelligence though, Mal? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Or is it cut and
Well,
paste learning,
you
or can
say
you
to-
utilize your
now,
cut and
well,
paste
Let's
knowledge?
just say, what kind of what kind of transport runs on a railway?
Yeah.
And they'll answer train, right? If you ask them what a train is, where it got invented, how
Monorail.
they're made, how the driver is trained, what fuel it runs on, how it runs on that fuel, they'll answer all that as well.
Well, all trains are actually electric. They just like
but they
diesel
just
locomotives. They use a
Yeah,
electric
what
generator.
I'm saying is these people don't just know the answer.
No, I
Just
see what you
people think,
mean.
oh, you knew the answer, so what? Big deal,
Mhm.
No, that's
I
not what
agree.
these people know. They know all sorts of shit about this.
Yeah, like trains. I know a lot about trains.
Yeah.
They're Godwin.
This goes back to the tax on the electrician license topic for me. So hence I gave him the question, why are imaginary numbers used to build an electrical grid? This is apparently basic electrician knowledge, and he could never ever bother to answer it for me. Mate, it was
Yeah.
easy as Googling to find the answer.
Yeah.
Well,
imaginary
X knows
numbers-
everything but knows nothing at the same time.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
So
I
I've been-
even told him, man, you could have Googled it by now and given me the answer, and he still never bothered to do it.
I
Yeah,
don't waste
Google.
any time with it. I make fun of him. He blocks me, and I'm at peace again.
Oh, yeah.
People
I just say
call-
one sentence and he's gone every
Yeah.
time he appears.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
It's text.
Okay.
Oh, God.
That guy's
I
a complete
just-
lunatic.
I literally
Oh,
just say one sentence, and on one
Yeah.
occasion I said, "Hey, text," and that's all I had to say, and he was gone.
He said he was going to come here last week, but like the rest, he doesn't. But
I had to
No.
block Smith today. Smith was being an ornery little shit again.
I was
Yeah,
there
Audie
for
was
that,
there.
You know? Yeah, straight away, he laid into him.
I was telling Oddie earlier before we went live. Rash said he was going to come up as well. He claims he's been listening to this show for the last 2 months.
All right.
Well,
And
it's
he was gonna
early
come
for
up?
him.
Yeah,
He's like,
If he's going to come up now, it's going to be for abuse if it's the last 10 minutes.
Rash,
yeah.
he would have had to get up at
you
5
hide
in the morning.
background, Rash, and you're not going to be abusive and talk
Yeah.
about fucking useless.
Well,
religion
I
shit.
told him that I didn't want it to turn into a shouting match if he did come
Yeah.
up here. Yeah,
Well, it's always about accusing atheists. You're,
stuff-
you're all in a religion. Atheism is a
I
religion.
know.
Atheists are murderers. They did the most genocides. Like, he's just stuck like a broken record. Like,
Yeah.
get over it, dude.
It's a shame. But
he thinks
people-
he thinks he thinks. I think he's even said it once that he thinks we're a cult.
Yeah,
Atheists are a cult.
Of course
How
not.
weird
yeah.
is that?
but yeah,
Yeah.
he's a Muslim. I mean, and doesn't think that of Islam.
No, that's not a cult or anything, is it?
No, it doesn't have a cult head and everything that
Yeah.
people's.
I mean
Yeah.
Homo aerobics laugh.
everything.
He was on about something or other, and Rash was on about something. I said, "Look, Rash, eat bacon and buy a dog." Almost.
I bet that went down well.
Yeah,
I bet that went down well. Yeah.
buy a dog. Do you know that they don't like dogs. Do you know why they don't like dogs?
Because they represent the devil.
Yeah. If you have a dog in your house, an angel can't come in your house.
That's right.
Wow.
They're evil. Yeah.
Because dogs
I'd
are
not
evil.
come across that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if I knew
they're
that,
evil.
if
But
I
they
knew
like
that,
I
cats.
don't go out of my way to research Muslim at all, but I'm paying attention, obviously, because
well,
I guess
if-
on the Christian arguments, the Muslims want to jump in and fucking join the bandwagon.
Dogs are basically representations of the devil, according to Muslims.
when I was at uni in my second year, I was sharing a house, and this guy, Jazim, right? He's from Bahrain, proper Muslim type, and there was a few of us in the room, and I did half of his course for him, including my own, right? I did my course, but I did half of his because his English was terrible. He couldn't type, he couldn't use a computer, and he was doing art history, right? But when he painted a horse, the fucking horse looked like it was galloping. The guy was insanely good, right? But anyway, right, aside, Muslim, okay? Unfortunately for him, he was sharing a room with us, and our landlady and stuff had show dogs, right, for crafts and stuff. These were really, high-powered dogs, right?
Yeah.
And if he actually even got within about 10 feet of these dogs, they were usually kept out of the way in crates and stuff. But if he was in the same room as a dog, he would go and have a shower, and you wouldn't get him out of the shower for an hour and a half. He would scrub his skin off to get rid of this dog.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't have any, so us being around things like that, we build up antibodies to that kind of stuff, like dog dandruff and everything.
Yeah.
And people who aren't raised around dogs probably have an allergy more so toward them.
No, it's a religion. Dogs.
But not being around that, it becomes an irritant for their skin because they don't have the antibodies. We've always been around dogs, so we don't have that allergy because we have antibodies.
Yeah.
Dogs are just dirty.
There's people who are
in Islam, dogs are just dirty. They're horrible.
Yeah, I get that. But I'm just saying why they.
I agree. I agree that
you might have been having an allergy reaction.
Yeah, when you think they haven't been around dogs for so long because of their religion, they might have a weakness to the. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a fair point. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is that because they believe they're the incarnation of the devil, basically.
Yeah.
Well, like they're demons, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got a dog in the house, the angels won't come. What the fucking angels?
It's
what are you talking about?
Oh my god, no, don't.
Religion is so detached from reality.
We do something else before I start laughing too much.
Well, it's kind of weird that if you read these holy books about all these magical events that happen, like angels and all this other crap, but now we've been in the modern world for such a long time, and people don't witness these things anywhere. There's no video footage of any of these kind of events happening. And people still believe in magic.
Yeah.
Because they have to. They have to. You have to think now, Gadwin. Let's say you're 40 years old, okay? You brought
Oh yeah, they devoted their life to craziness, so they have to stick with it.
Your whole life has been brought up with that. Your whole
and
family,
their parents and grandparents,
the churches, the grandparents, everything, right? It's all this stuff, okay? Now that's not a case of you're too ingrained, too indoctrinated to disagree with it and leave it, because people do. No, the problem is not that. The problem is you've lived your whole life as a lie. How are you going to give that up?
Yeah.
Oh, some of them can't cope with it. They can't take it. They just delete.
Yeah, you have to lie to protect the lie. You have to.
Yeah.
You can't. Shit, my whole life would be out the window.
You can't have been wrong your whole life. I mean, how are you going to admit that?
I live right. So I was in Sunday school here a couple of weeks ago when my uncle was preaching. My uncle does Sunday school preaching. He's like a deacon.
Oh, okay. So you know that as well, like. Okay.
Oh yeah, and he does philanthropy now that he's pretty much retired. So he goes to like Guyana, Gaza, or not Gaza, African country, Ghana. Yeah, Ghana. So he goes there and he talks about his trips where his driver took him one place and then he got there. The next day he's in so much pain he couldn't. He's like, that was spiritual warfare. The demons are trying to stop him from taking me to where I need to go and stuff. But he pulled through and he said, I could do it for you and everything. I'm just sitting there, I'm almost busting up laughing.
But you can't argue with somebody like that, can you?
No, I worked with him.
No
Like,
chance.
him and I were in a work truck every day together for
No, my brother
years.
and his wife are like that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like I just a lot of
see
times
it.
didn't even touch upon it.
Yeah.
Like I actually brought up to him like things like about like the Greek translation. Like if you don't understand how people spoke at that period in time and how words were actually used then, and like
And here's the basic thing
it makes
about that
sense.
kind of thing, about how those words were interpreted and how people spoke and all that, right? It's 99.99% of the people can fucking read the words anyway. They were shouting words out in the desert.
I had a debate with the one guy in church here about 2 weeks ago.
That's why they had scribes. They didn't. Common people didn't have the ability to read.
And scribes were mostly slaves. So like if you had slaves, you taught them a profession, so that way that slave made money, and then you kept the money. So anything the slave made was actually your money.
Yeah.
In one of those articles earlier, Andy, of yours, they had changing of velocity, and then in brackets they had delta V in bracket. And my next thought was, you fucking pompous git, you science journalist.
No.
Like,
delta is a triangle.
Yeah, delta V is a known.
Yeah, if you draw a triangle, that's a delta.
Yeah.
But it still just means change in velocity.
It means dynamic. It means that it can vary. Yeah.
And if you're
it's a pompous way of saying the same shit as what they just read.
What it is shorthand.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just shorthand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if I draw not a capital E, but a normal E. Okay?
Oh, hold on. They didn't use the symbol in the bracket. They wrote the word delta.
Yeah.
Maybe
they did.
So that's why I was aghast with idiocy.
Right.
But
that symbol I've just put in chat, I believe there is a triangle one as well, but that symbol is often used to represent delta.
Yeah,
I believe
that for delta. It was the triangle.
If you from the Greek program, when you write in scientific paper or something, and you have a program called LaTeX.
No, it didn't translate.
Okay? LaTeX, okay? You can write all these symbols. It's got them all in there, and it will do it for you. And a lot of scientific papers, or at least when I was doing it, are written in that LaTeX, LaTeX, okay?
Yeah.
Program, and it's for scientific writing, and you get all those like delta and things like that, omega, and
it's all Greek lettering, which delta just means door.
You could never write out some of the equations that I've written out in words.
Yeah.
Fuck no. I've written an equation. I wrote an equation once. It took 6 A4 sheets of paper.
Delta T, delta P.
Yeah, I mean, you would never do that in words. You'd be there all fucking week.
Yeah.
You know? And superscripts and no.
Okay, the etymology though is delta driven from the Phoenician deleth or delt, which means door.
Delt, is it? Delt? Yeah, I can't remember now.
It's really cool. Hey, I'm only mentioning that because you were talking about languages changing and stuff, or meanings changing, and then I realized, we had one in the very topics that we were talking about. But I forget why you were talking about the changing of meanings of words.
Got 1 minute, guys, if you're going to Trobs.
Yeah, it's okay.
Which, like, the debate I was having with the guy in church is like, how are you? I got it. It was kind of long-winded, but then I was like, I just do this for my grandmother. He's like, well, what about you though? If she goes to heaven, you go to the other place. I was like, well, I don't believe in hell, so I mean, I don't really care. And then he's like, what? He like got all shocked by it. And I started explaining things. I was like, I mean, do you even know what heaven means? And then I was like, it comes from the Hebrew word just meaning sky.
Yeah,
And then
that's right.
he stopped talking to me. He just that was it.
Yeah, they have to give up. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a fun interaction, to be honest, guys.
Oh, it's most time I don't talk to anybody. I go there. I sit
No.
quietly. Like Sunday school, they
Yeah,
ask questions.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
I answered questions like nobody knew about like the Sabbath, why the Sabbath is actually Saturday, Sunday's the first day of the week, why these things. So I was answering those questions, and everybody else was just sitting there quiet.
Mate, I forget why the Sabbath is actually Saturday. I know that it is, but I forget why.
It's the 7th day of the week. I mean, that's the Jewish tradition. It was changed
I say
later.
they start Sunday, do they?
No,
Okay.
Sundays are
I didn't
more of
know
a
that.
Roman thing.
Yeah,
Sunday's
okay.
was a Roman thing, yes.
Yeah,
It's
Romans
like,
made.
like Christmas being Jesus' birthday, you know?
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, Saturnella
Kind of
became Christmas.
Same kind of thing. Yeah.
Esther.
I know why that is because of the way the stars line up on that around that time of the year.
Well, it's the shortest day. It was the rebirth of the sun.
Stars, and it does point to the city that was Bethlehem.
Well, it's about the rebirth of the sun. So that's all not equinox, the solstice. It's all it is the sun comes up to its lowest point in the northern hemisphere.
Oh, the thing
and
is,
then every day after that is a minute longer. So it's like the sun was reborn.
If you don't want people to take about 10 days off in the middle of winter, right? Why don't you just combine them and have a bank holiday there? That's the basic.
Some places do. Like I think Hebrew,
that's the basics of it.
They're a whole lot. Lamora or no, that candle thing that.
There's nothing supernatural about it. It's like keep the fucking peasants working.
Well, no, actually, there was nothing to do in the winter.
We'll have this. Well, we make it all a bank holiday because
holidays were invented for the peasantry. That's why we have holidays, because every month you'll see about every month has a holiday, and that was to keep the peasantry happy.
Yeah, you got it.
Your Nightbot's having a little fit there, Oddie.
Oh shit!
Oddie's having a little fucking flip.
All at once, right at the end. Sorry, brother.
I know. That's all right. Yeah.
It's supposed to be more spaced out. That's why they're spread out. It's supposed to be spread out over 3 hours.
I would have thought Space Out was quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you leave them up, Andy.
Yes.
We'll get back to them next week. Give us a chance, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
yeah.
Digging into, and I would like to discuss that. Perhaps
they're quite good. They're quite good write-ups on those as well. There's quite a bit of information in there, and videos and stuff. If you want to go right into it,
Perhaps other people might not, but
you're all good. You've given Andy a week off.
That's the way.
Yeah, that's right. Makes my life easier.
I believe PBS Studios has done a good video or two in the last few days. I cannot remember the title, but maybe PBS Studios.
Okay.
PBS Space Time, sorry.
Oh, PBS. Yeah.
They've done a really good video. I cannot remember the topic, but it's to do with what we talk about, and I was going to bring it up. It's right at the end, so I won't. But
there are some videos in those topic links. There are some videos in there. Maybe it's one of them. I don't know.
Just in the last few days. So if you get to the channel, have a look at the recent ones, and I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I mean, it's just a suggestion as well.
Yeah.
On top. Yeah. Extra homework.
Yeah.
And there will be a quiz. Okay.
Of course.
Oh God.
Awesome, guys. See you next week.
Okay.
And
see you all next week. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, I did have a suggestion. Next week when you do the follow-up of the questions from this week, you should have the new ones for the next week, so that way you can pick up the new ones and then the following week.
Okay.
Yeah.
How am I going to do that?
I'm
Though?
not-
'Cause I'm going to be showing the new one, the ones from this week.
You'll have this week's as the starter, but at the end you'll have be like, here's the new ones for the following week. So
I
that
see,
way
I
everybody
see.
has them in a
It's
week
full
in
stop.
advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
bit more thought behind the answers, Andy, rather than me
Yeah.
ripping the questions apart.
Well, just
So
asking,
tend to do that.
yeah, rather than asking, school kid questions. We can
Yeah.
perhaps we will be
Yeah,
able to have a discussion about it.
You won't get surface level. You'll get more in depth.
And
Yeah.
maybe somebody scientific will come along and show us how fucking stupid we are by telling us
Hey.
what it's really like.
Miles on to something. We'll get an expert.
I
love
was.
it.
I had a lot of faith
Might
in
put in a
Corey
couple
because
of requests.
he seemed to know a lot of stuff. He was quite intelligent, and I checked him earlier. I was when I was in Discord. He was playing a game on there. So, but he seemed interesting, and promising. But I don't know. He hasn't really been around much
No,
since.
okay. Yeah, well, people
Yeah.
have their lives, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay then, guys. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you next week. I'll shut down now, and we'll go over to Trobs.
Take care, Andy. Try not to
Okay,
sleep.
thank
See you
you.
guys.
Toodles.
Yep. Okay, see you later.